Welcome to Chanute High School. Tony Fuentes here, along with Drew Fuentes, taking care of our live stream. And Karen back in the studio patching us through. We're at Chanute High School. Lady Vikings will be playing the Lady Blue Comets here in the first contest. So a couple of weeks ago, whenever these two met, Lady Vikes were victorious by a score of 57-49. But it was a tough-fought game. Lady Vikes didn't shoot very well from the field in that game. Leading scorers for the Lady Blue Comets was Jalen Smith with 16 and Tyra Bogle with 13. Lady Vikes are coming off a loss last week against Independence, so Lady Vikes are hoping to right the ship and try to get back on the winning side of the column. Lady Vikes come into this game at 12-6. The Lady Blue Comets come into the game at 5-13. So the Lady Vikings will host a first-round sub-state game the next Tuesday at the Parsons High School gym. And the boys will most likely be on the road next Wednesday for the first game of the sub-state. So just depending on how the boys and girls do in those two games on Tuesday and Wednesday will decide if they'll play in the championship of the sub-state on Friday and Saturday. Girls would be on a Friday night, the boys would be on a Saturday night, and we'll get those times hopefully closer later in the week. Hopefully, whenever we play Fort Scott, we'll hopefully know, a time schedule on those games on Tuesday and Wednesday, and kind of hopefully know where we might be playing or who we might be playing in those games as well. So Lady Vikes tonight will be in their traveling blue jerseys. Chanute will be in their home white jerseys. Chanute squad is a very young squad. Looks like they will be starting 4 sophomores and a junior. And the Vikings will be starting a freshman, senior, a couple of sophomores, and possibly a junior. I'm not sure. I haven't got the official starting lineup. But as soon as we get closer to game time, we will be able to get that to you and get the names to you. But the Lady Vikes very much need this win to just kind of try to get things right before the sub-state. Big game Friday night against Fort Scott. They led at Fort Scott in the first half, and then Fort Scott came out when we played at Fort Scott with a 10-0 run in the first minute of the second half, and then kind of just walked away with the rest of the game. So Fort Scott is 15-2 on the year on the girls' side. So it'll be a very tough matchup for our senior night on Friday night at Harold C. Johnson Gymnasium. So, but tonight matchup is the Lady Blue Comets of Chanute, and hopefully the Lady Vikes can get a win here tonight. So let's take it back to the station for a 1-minute break, and then we'll come back and hopefully get ready for the Lady Viking basketball. You're listening to Viking basketball on V93.
At Labette Community College, we're passionate about medicine and compassionate about people. Our highly trained instructors provide innovative career-specific education in the field of diagnostic medical sonography. Do you already have an associate or bachelor's degree in healthcare? Earn an additional certification in sonography. LCC offers a 12-month completely online program with a clinical component. In as little as 1 year, specialize in OB, abdomen, or vascular. For more information, text pound SONO to 620-293-6671 today. Apply online at labette.edu. Labette Community.
It's been said that to have a great team, you have to perform at a consistently higher level than others. Here at Wood Doolahary Insurance, we feel that holds true for us as well.
Whether home, auto, farm, or business, our team stands ready to help you find the right coverage at the right price.
Ready? Break! Put the Wood Doolahary team to work for you, serving the entire 4-state area.
Proud partner of Auto Owners Insurance.
Hey Parsons, I'm Anna. This is Raven. We're the Anna and Raven Show on V93.
The Anna and Raven Show.
Wake up with us weekdays for fun and energy in the morning. If it's happening in your life, we want to talk about it on the air.
And we love to give away cash. Every day you'll have your shot to win some with Can't Beat Raven. If you know your pop culture trivia, you can take them down. You can win that money.
Now enjoy the game. Let's go, Parsons.
Woo!
Everybody is different. Some get injured, while others simply wear down. Whether it's on the court, on the field, or at the gym, Labette Health's orthopedic and sports medicine team has the training and skill to repair, restore, and renew. We share the same goal, and together we'll write your comeback story. For more information about Southeast Kansas' leading orthopedic and sports medicine team, go to LavetteHealth.com.
Hi, this is Brian at Bowen Pharmacy, and we are so excited to have this new compounding lab that we have created and designed to help you choose the different kind of medications that you might need. In here we do compounding, custom medications for you. We could do bioidentical hormones, so that's testosterone, estrogen, progesterone. We could do DHEA. We could do any of those medications to help you level out those hormones to help you stay healthy and better. We could do troches. We could do capsules, we can even do rapidly dissolved tablets, all right here at Bowen Pharmacy in Parsons, Kansas. We even have great diaper rash cream that will help your baby heal and be better and safer in the long run. Once again, we're always thankful that you choose Bowen Pharmacy to be your local provider and to make you better and to help you stay healthier and live longer. Thank you and enjoy the day.
Labette Community College is meeting the need for an increased demand in qualified radiographers. Our radiography students will train on the latest technology in a hospital simulation environment.
I wanted to be able to go into a career where I could help people. And if you're going to go into that field in this part of the four-state area, LCC is the only place to come.
Tuition is nearly half the cost of universities. Scholarship and financial aid available for those who qualify. Text radiography to 620-293-6671 for more information or visit labette.edu.
Teams are going to be tough to beat. They play hard, they trap, and they make it hard to score. So when the Lady Vikes played them a couple weeks ago in Parsons, Lady Vikes struggled to get the ball in the basket and still won the game, but it was a tough-fought game. We ended up winning 57-49, but Chanute is 5-13 on the year, so usually when you play a team that doesn't have a whole lot of wins like that, you would think it'd be a little bit easier game, but they're a tough team. They're really scrappy, and they're going to fight hard all the way the whole 32 minutes. So the starters for the Lady Vikings will be number 3, Brianna Patterson. She's a junior. 00, Eliana Valentine Florence. She's a freshman. Number 13, Sydney Scheibe, sophomore. Number 22, Anaya Hinman. She's a sophomore. And number 24, Louisa Hansman. She is a senior foreign exchange student from Germany. And for the Lady Blue Comets will be number 4, Peyton Shields. Number 11, Kelsey Haviland. Number 21, Emma Atherton. And trying to see who the last, I think it's Tyra Bogle. Tyra Bogle will be a starter for the Lady Blue Comets. Tyra Bogle scored 13 a couple weeks ago when they played in Parsons. So the Lady Blue Comets will try to avenge that loss from 2 weeks ago in Parsons. But the Lady Vikes in desperate need of a win here tonight to get to 13-6 on the season, especially with the tough team like Fort Scott setting at 5-2 coming into our house on our senior night now on this coming Friday. So Coach Fox talking to his girls, Coach Scheibe talking to his players, and we are about to get underway. And it looks like Anaya Hinman will be jumping against number 13, Madison LaForge. Madison LaForge did not play a couple of weeks ago in Parsons. So the Vikings get the tip. And Patterson with it, and she lost it. So turnover on the first possession by the Lady Vikes. 7:47 to play, just underway here, first quarter. No score yet. And Peyton Shields gets it to LaForge. LaForge gets it to Bogle. And the Lady Vikes playing good defense right now. So now Bogle with it. And now LaForge is going to drive the lane. Blocked out of bounds by Hinman. So it will stay Lady Blue Comet ball. So 7:19 to play. Lady Blue Comet's the inbounds. Still no score. And Bogle with it. Gets it back to Shields. And now Bogle gets it to LaForge. Looking for a lane. Just can't find one. Now Shields gets it to Olner. And off the mark, no good. And now Valentine Florence going the other way for the Lady Vikes. And now Valentine Florence thought about a three. Gets it to Scheibe. Valentine Florence almost picked off. Still 0-0. Now Sydney Scheibe trying to drive baseline. Almost threw it away, but it's knocked out by the Lady Blue Comets. So Lady Vikes with possession now. Inbound to Hinman, and we've seen that a couple of games ago. Nice little inbounds, and tough to defend that. Anaya just jumps up, gets it, and puts it in. So Anaya Hinman gets the first basket of the game. So 2-0 Lady Vikes. Now Shields with it, gets it to LaForge. Now put the Bogle, back to Shields. Shields drives the lane, puts up a floater off the mark. Valentine Florence with the rebound. She's going quickly the other way. 6:10 to play, first quarter, 2-0 Lady Vikes. Scheibe thought about a three, kicks over to Valentine Florence for a three, and she knocks it down. The Eliana Valentine Florence knocks down a three, so 5-0 Lady Vikes early going. 5:55 to play, first quarter. Shields. Back to Shields. Bogle with it, gets it to Atherton. And almost threw it away, but Shields runs it down. Shields with it, looking for help. Now Madison LaForge with it. And we got a timeout by Coach Dustin Fox. So let's take a 30-second break. Lady Vikes are leading 5-0, 5:30 to play. 30-second break. You're listening to Lady Vikes on V93.
Everybody is different. Some get injured, while others simply wear down. Whether it's on the court, on the field, or at the gym, Labette Health's orthopedic and sports medicine team has the training and skill to repair, restore, and renew. We share the same goal, and together we'll write your comeback story. For more information about Southeast Kansas' leading orthopedic and sports medicine team, go to LavetteHealth.com.
Welcome back to Chanute High School. Tony Fuentes here along with Drew Fuentes. And Peyton Shields driving, and she throws it clear across the lane. Now Kelsey Havlin travels, so it will be a turnover on the Lady Blue Comets. Lady Vikes lead 5-0. And Sydney Scheibe gets it over to Hansman. Now Hansman all the way across the court to Valentine Florence, back to Scheibe. Scheibe gets it back to Hansman. Anaya Hinman's one that she's down low, wide open, but they waited too long to get it to her. Now Hansman throws it all the way to Valentine Florence, wide open three, and she buries it. 2 3-pointers for Valentine Florence, an 8-0 Viking lead. So Lady Vikes have had 4 possessions, a turnover, and then 3 made baskets, and they have not missed a shot yet. 8-0 Lady Vikes. And now it looks like Kelsey Havland was fouled. And she was fouled by, looks like Brianna Patterson gets her first foul. So Patterson, the first foul of the game. And Kelsey Havlin gets the first point of the game for the Lady Blue Comets. Kelsey Havlin is a sophomore. Jalen Smith checked in for the Lady Blue Comets. And Havlin knocks down both free throws. So 8-2 Lady Vikes. Scheibe quickly moving up the floor. And another three-pointer by Valentine Florence, this time missed. So she's 2 out of 3 from 3. 4:29 to play here in the first quarter. 8-2 Lady Vikes lead. Now Atherton gets Shields. And now looking to drive. Now Havlin gets it back to Bogle. Now back to Havlin. Now Shields with it. And Shields trying to drive. Put up a floater and it's missed. Valentine Florence with another rebound. That's at least 3 rebounds for Valentine Florence. And she pulls up from about 18 and misses it. And looks like it was off Chanute. So Lady Vikes will retain possession. Caught a break there on the rebound. So Hansman inbounds to Scheibe. 3:52 to play here in the first quarter. 8-2. Lady Vikes with a 6-point lead. Scheibe gets it to Hansman. Tries to get down to Patterson. Patterson trying to work under the basket. Looked like she traveled, but she turned it over anyway. But then Chanute almost turned it right back over to the Lady Vikes. So now Shields to bring it up for the Lady Blue Comets. 8-2 Lady Vikes lead. Fulmer with it. Now Bogle back to Shields. Now Fulmer for a 3 off the mark, way off the mark, but a long rebound to Havlin. Now Peyton Shields wanting to drive baseline. She tries to get it to Smith, but Hansman picks it off. Louisa Hansman gets it up the court to Valentine Florence. She needs help now. Gets it back to Hansman. Now back to Eliana. She gets it to Patterson. Patterson's wanting to, and now I think Jalen Smith's going to pick up her foul here. Yep, sure enough, Jalen Smith will pick up her first personal foul. So it'll just be an inbounds for the Lady Vikings. Ashka Patel checking into the game for the Lady Vikings for Patterson. So 2:52 to play, first quarter, 8-2. Lady Vikes 6-point lead. Get it into Hansman. Hansman over to Scheibe for a 3. And in and out, but nice offensive rebound by Anaya Hinman. She was off balance, but it looks like she was fouled by maybe Kearney Fulmer. Sure enough, Kearney Fulmer picks up her first personal foul. So Hinman will go to the line to shoot 2. So Anaya Hinman with two points early in the game. And now she knocks down the first free throw. And she'll have one more. So Anaya Hinman, second free throw is off the mark. Tipped out to Valentine Florence, and then she throws it away. I think Hansman was trying to go outside, and Valentine Florence thought she was going to stay down low. So 9-2, Lady Vikes lead, 2:42 to play, first quarter. So Bogle brings it up the court. Bogle gets to Havlin, now to Fulmer, back to Bogle. Now Havlin to Smith. Smith, nice spin move in the lane, and she gets a foul. So we'll see who the foul is called on here. The foul's called on Anaya Hinman. That'll be her first personal foul. So 9-2 Lady Vikes lead. Jalen Smith at the line for the Lady Blue Comets. Smith's first free throw is good. So all 3 points have come from the free throw line for the Lady Blue Comets. And another free throw from Smith is also good. So all 4 points now from the free throw line. 9-4, Lady Vikes lead by 5. Hansman with it. Hansman gets it wide open. Valentine Florence off the mark, though. Now Hinman's going to get called for over the back. So Anaya Hinman picks up her second foul really quick there. And so she will check out of the game. Patterson checking back in for her. So now Bogle brings it up the court for the Lady Blue Comets. 9-4. Lady Vikes lead by 5. 2 minute to play here in the first quarter. Haviland drives and she is fouled. So let's see who this foul's called on. The foul is called on Sydney Scheibe. That'll be her first. And so Haviland knocks down her first free throw. So all 5 points have come from the free throw line for the Lady Blue Comets. They're 5 for 5 from the free throw line. And the second one is good. 6 for 6 now. The Lady Vikes lead 9-6, 1:56 to play, first quarter. Now Ashley Haviland just checked in to the game for the Lady Blue Comets. So Hansman gets over to Scheibe. She thought about a three. And all the way across to Patel. She could have shot a three there. Looked like she was open. Now she's still open. And now Hansman in the lane. She's going to get a 3-second call. Sure enough. I could see it from here. She's standing in the lane way too long. So quite a few turnovers. That's at least 4 turnovers on the Lady Vikes here. Now Bogle with it. Lady Vikes defense has been pretty good, but they have called 3 fouls. And every time the Lady Comets went to the line, they made all their free throws. So now Bogle with it. Gets it to Haviland. Haviland thought about a three. Now she almost throws it away. Patel's guarding Haviland. Fulmer back to Bogle. Bogle, long three, and buries it. Tie ball game. So Tyra Bogle gets the first made basket to tie the game at 9-9. So down to 45 seconds left in the first quarter. Got a little bit of a trap there, but now Lady Vikes had a wide open Scheibe. She didn't take the shot. They may be trying to hold for last shot. Nope, Scheibe shoots it. Off the mark, no good. So Lady Blue Comets that was trailed early, 5-0 and 8-2. Now are tied 9-9 and can go in the first quarter with the lead. So down to 15 seconds. Bogle with it. Bogle's guarded by Hansman, and they called a foul on Hansman. So we've got a veteran group here on the court for the referees. Oplotnik, first time we've seen him this year. Ken Bolt, first time I've seen him in a few years. And now Valentine Florence with the steal, and she goes in for the layup. So Valentine Florence gets her 8th point of the quarter, and the Lady Vikes are going to have a chance to have the lead here at the end of the first quarter. No shot. So there's Lady Vikes lead 11-9 at the end of the first quarter. Let's take a 1-minute break. You're listening to Viking basketball on V93.
Hi, this is Brian at Bowen Pharmacy, and today I'd like to visit with you about how you take your medications. Did you know that when you miss 2 doses per week, that's 3.5 months out of the year that you missed your medications, and that can have detrimental effects on your health in a long time period. Here at Bowen Pharmacy, we have this great new machine called the Rapid Pack RX. And what this machine does is it takes all your medications, filters it down, and puts in this nice strip right here that you can pull out of this box. And at any time of the day that you need your medication, it's right here ready for you. Whether you take it 1 a day, 2 a day, 5 a day, or 6 times per day, we can make that happen for you. It's all interfaced with our pharmacy system, and when it runs through, it puts all those times down for you. It even prints the medications on the strip. You can take it throughout the day without having to take your bottles with you. It helps you stay compliant, helps you stay healthy, and it's going to give you a long life to live to enjoy. Here at Bowen Pharmacy, we're always thankful that you choose us to be your local provider. Thank you and have a wonderful day.
Welcome back, Chanute High School. Tony Fuentes and Drew Fuentes taking care of our live stream. Karen back in this KLK studio, patching us through, and Lady Blue Comets with the possession to start, and they go right in and score. So Tyra Bogle gets her 5th point of the game and ties the game at 11. So 11-11, 7:41 to play, second quarter. Valentine Florence with it. Gets it to Scheibe for an open 3, and she knocks it down. Sydney Scheibe gets her first basket of the game, gives the Lady Vikes a 3-point lead, 14-11, 7:28 to play, second quarter. Now Madison LaForge with a floater, no good. Gets her own rebound, and back out to Haviland for 3, but it's an air ball. So Lady Vikes will get the possession. So 7:17 to play, second quarter. Lady Vikes lead 14-11, 3-point lead. Hansman to bring it up the court. Looking to trap. Knocks it out of bounds. So Lady Vikes will retain possession. Hansman to inbounds. Gets it into Valentine Florence. And she gets it into Hinman. Hinman has 2 fouls. She picked up 2 quick fouls there, back-to-back possessions. Now Scheibe thought about a 3. Now Valentine Florence is going to let it fly. And she knocks it down. So Eliana now has 3 3-pointers, and she's in double digits with 11. 6:45 to play. Lady Vikes lead by 6. So Lady Vikes now have hit 4 3-pointers in the game. Shields tries to get in the LaForge. She does, and a little floater gets it to go. So Madison LaForge gets her first basket of the game. 17-13, 4-point lead for the Lady Vikes. Hansman gets it to Patel. Gets it down low to Hinman. Kicks it out for a wide open 3 to Scheibe. But she's off the mark this time. But the Lady Vikes get the rebound. Now Scheibe kicks it out to Patel. Now Sydney Scheibe, seen a wide open lane, went for the layup and got tripped. So Peyton Shields will pick up her first personal foul. Be the 3rd team foul on the Lady Blue Comets. Lady Vikes have 5 team fouls. So Brianna Patterson will throw it in for Lady Vikes. Scheibe with it. Goes out to Patel. Valentine Florence for 3. She knocks it down. That's 4 3-pointers on the game for Eliana Valentine Florence. Gives the Lady Vikes a 7-point lead. So 5:59 to play here in the second quarter. The timeout by Chanute. We're just going to keep it here. It's just a 30-second timeout. So Eliana Valentine Florence with 14 early points. I'm pretty sure she just had 14 points total when we played Chanute a couple of weeks ago. So she's trying to make a statement here and knock down some threes. And I'm pretty sure she's only missed 1. I think she's 4 for 5 from 3-point. So Chanute with the possession, but the Lady Vikes have a 7-point lead. 20-13, 5:59 to play. And Peyton Shields will bring it down the floor for the Lady Blue Comets. Shields goes all the way to the basket, throws it up, misses it. And Dunley checked into the game. She almost touched it there, but it was out of bounds on Chanute. So Riley Dunley is going to inbounds for the Lady Vikes. And it looks like Chanute's trying to set up a trap at half court. Valentine Florence with it. She gets it down to Patel. Back to Valentine Florence. All the way across to Scheibe. Scheibe thought about shooting it, and then she kicks it back out to Valentine Florence. Now Patel gets it down low to Patterson. Patterson underneath shot, and she is fouled by, I believe it's Ashley Hamlin. I take that back. It's Kelsey Havland picks up the first personal foul. So Brianna Patterson will shoot 2 free throws. First one's on the way, no good. Lady Vikes lead 20-13, 5:23 to play second quarter. And Patterson with the second free throw. And it is good. So Brianna Patterson gets her first point of the game. Give the Lady Vikes an 8-point lead, which is their largest lead of the game, 21-13. 5:17 to play, second quarter. Long three, and it's knocked down by Tyra Bogle. So Tyra Bogle hit her second three of the game to get her to 8 points overall, to cut it back down to a 5-point deficit. So ball's knocked out of bounds. Lady Vikes will retain possession. Scheibe has it. Gets it to Valentine Florence. Across to Patterson. Patterson faked the three. Now she's trying to drive, but Peyton Shields steals it from her. Now Peyton Shields going the other way. Gets it down low to Bogle, and Bogle scores it. So Tyra Bogle now in double digits. She has 10 points. Now Valentine Florence going back the other way. Dunley gets it to Patel for three. And off the mark. And now Haviland runs it down. And they're going the other way. And they're going to call a charge on Haviland. Valentine Florence got set, and Haviland ran right into her. So Kelsey Haviland now with 2 fouls. So Lady Vikes with a 3-point lead, 21-18, 4:26 to play here in the second quarter. Hansman with it. Gets it to Valentine Florence. Down to Patterson. Patterson all the way across to Hansman. Now Patterson's trying to drive. Hansman for a three, off the mark. And Valentine Florence runs it down. And she shoots another three, off the mark. But Patel with the rebound. So Lady Vikes getting some second chance shots here. Could be big. Valentine Florence for another three, and she makes it. That's her 5th three-pointer of the game. So Eliana Valentine Florence now with 17 points. 24-18, 6-point lead for the Lady Vikes. 3:36 to play here in the first half. Now Shields with it. Gets it to Haviland. Haviland looking to drive. Kicks it down low to LaForge for an easy layup, but she misses it. And now Hinman gets the rebound. Hansman coming back the other way. So 6-point Lady Vike lead. Patterson with it, wanting to drive. Gets it to Hinman. Hinman had great spot on the floor there, but she gets fouled. So she'll go to the line to shoot 2. So Anaya Hinman with 3 points in the first quarter. And she's going to go to the line here to try to add to that. Hinman off the mark on the first one. So Fulmer checks in for the Blue Comets. Scheibe back in for the Vikings. Hinman's second free throw is good. So she now has 4 points. Now Bogle with it, bringing it down the court. She gets it to Haviland. Gets it to Fulmer. Back to Bogle. Now Haviland free throw line. Gets it to Smith. Smith trying to spin move. Gets it to Fulmer. And it's stolen by Eliana Valentine Florence, who continues to have a really good game, and she scores it. Eliana Valentine Florence now with 19 points. 2:37 to play in the first half. Lady Vikes with the biggest lead, 27-18. And off the mark, but Fulmer gets the rebound for the Lady Blue Comets. Now Smith with it. Smith kicks it out to Fulmer. Bogle's off the mark now, and there's a foul on Smith. So Jalen Smith will pick up her second personal foul. So 2:15 to play here in the first half. And we've got a timeout on the floor. So let's take it back to the station for a 30-second break. You're listening to Lady Viking Basketball on V93.
At Labette Community College, we're passionate about medicine and compassionate about people. Our highly trained instructors provide innovative career-specific education in the field of diagnostic medical sonography. Do you already have an associate or bachelor's degree in healthcare? Earn an additional certification in sonography. LCC offers a 12-month completely online program with a clinical component. In as little as 1 year, specialize in OB, abdomen, or vascular. For more information, text pound SONO to 620-293-6671 today. Apply online at labette.edu.
Welcome back, Chanute High School. Tony Fuentes, along with Drew Fuentes, taking care of our live stream. Lady Vikes lead 27-18, 2:15 to play here in the first half. So the largest lead of the night is 9 points. So Lady Vikes are at that spot. And the Lady Vikes are looking to pick up some full court here, I believe. Oh, I was wrong. It's a 1-on-1 situation. Patterson at the line. And she knocks it down. So Brianna Patterson now with 2 points. And Patterson will have one more. So the biggest lead of the night, 10-point lead for the Lady Vikes, is now 11-point lead. Patterson knocked both of them down. So now 3 points for Brianna Patterson. Fulmer to bring it down. And now Bogle with it. And now Haviland. And now Haviland trying to get something going, and Grace Uner loses it. And now Valentine Florence going the other way. So Eliana with 19 points here in the ball game is our leading scorer. Valentine Florence looking to get it down low to Hinman. Hinman has it. Gets it down low to Patterson, and she scores it. And she's knocked to the floor. So she may have gotten hurt on that play. So Lady Vikes with the biggest lead, 31-18, 13-point lead here with 1:36 to play here in the second quarter. I'm joining Scott. Welcome.
Thank you, Tony. Good to be here.
So been a lot of threes by Eliana Valentine Florence already, Scott.
Yeah, I was listening on the drive up. Sounded like some hot three-point shooting by Valentine Florence and the Lady Vikes, and some good free throw shooting early by the Blue Comets to stay in it.
Yeah, they had 6 straight free throws to start the game, and then Bogle since then has scored 10 points. So they were right there within 3 points just 2 minutes ago, and then the Lady Vikes are on a 10-0 run here. And now still by Anaya Hinman, and she's looking to go all the way with it, and she does. Anaya Hinman scores it. So Anaya Hinman now with 6 points. And the Lady Vikes, again, at the largest lead of the night at 15 now, 33-18, with less than a minute to play here in the first half. Now Bogle with it, turnaround, no good. Fulmer kicks it out. Now Bogle looking to drive. And she goes in for a layup and missed it. And now Hansman comes the other way with it. Now I think if Hansman slows it down, they could hold for the last shot. Scheibe kicks it over to Patel. Lady Vikes are looking to shoot, I think. And yep, sure enough, Valentine Florence was going to shoot a 3, and it got blocked by Haviland. So 29 seconds left to go here in the first half. Lady Vikes with the possession.
One thing that Valentine Florence will learn as she grows as a player, Tony, is that when she gets hot like that, they're going to be flying out at her, and it's going to give her some chances to get around and drive to the basket.
Yep, Hansman gets it into Scheibe. Scheibe thought about a 3. Now she's going to drive straight to the rack, and she misses it. So that's – I thought they could have ran it down and took the last shot there.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised they didn't.
Because Lady Vikes are in the bonus, so if they would have fouled them, they would have went to the free throw line. So now Shields with it, guarded by Valentine Florence. And blocked shot. Now Hinman not going to get a shot off. So it's going to be 33-18, your halftime score. Let's take a 2-minute break, and then we'll come back to break down the first half. You're listening to Lady Viking Basketball on V93.
Hi, this is Brian at Bowen Pharmacy, and today I'd like to visit with you about how you take your medications. Did you know that when you miss 2 doses per week, that's 3.5 months out of the year that you missed your medications, and that can have detrimental effects on your health in a long time period. Here at Bowen Pharmacy, we have this great new machine called the Rapid Pack RX. And what this machine does is it takes all your medications, filters it down, and puts in this nice strip right here that you can pull out of this box. And at any time of the day that you need your medication, it's right here ready for you. Whether you take it 1 a day, 2 a day, 5 a day, or 6 times per day, we can make that happen for you. It's all interfaced with our pharmacy system, and when it runs through, it puts all those times down for you. It even prints the medications on the strip, and you can take it throughout the day without having to take your bottles with you. It helps you stay compliant, helps you stay healthy, and it's going to give you a long life to live to enjoy. Here at Bowen Pharmacy, we're always thankful that you choose us to be your local provider. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.
Labette Community College is meeting the need for an increased demand in qualified radiographers. Our radiography students will train on the latest technology in a hospital simulation environment.
I wanted to be able to go into a career where I could help people. And if you're going to go into that field in this part of the 4-state area, LCC is the only place to come.
Tuition is nearly half the cost of universities. Scholarship and financial aid available for those who qualify. Text radiography to 620-293-6671 for more information or visit labette.edu.
Everybody is different. Some get injured, while others simply wear down. Whether it's on the court, on the field, or at the gym, Labette Health's orthopedic and sports medicine team has the training and skill to repair, restore, and renew. We share the same goal, and together we'll write your comeback story. For more information about Southeast Kansas' leading orthopedic and sports medicine team, go to labettehealth.com.
Yeah, they do, don't they?
They never had that before, did they? And the Lady Vikes lead 33-15. And let's run down the scores for the first half. Kelsey Haviland with 4 points for the Lady Blue Comets. Tyra Bogle with 10. Jalen Smith with 2. And Madison LaForge with 2. And the leading score for the Lady Vikes, Eliana Valentine Florence with 19. 5 of them coming by the 3-point line. Brianna Patterson with 5 points. Sydney Scheibe 3. And Nia Hinman with 6. And Scott, I mean, sometimes you can live and die by those threes, but tonight they're going. And it seems like all year they've been fairly good at knocking down the threes.
Yeah, they may be the best shooting team in Class 4A. I can't think of anybody that shoots the three as well as the Lady Vikes do, as consistently as they do. And as you know, when I was driving up and listening to your call in the first quarter, I was just thinking, you don't always want to live by the three and die by the three, like you just said. Yeah. But as well as this team shoots it, as they get into the postseason, and if they're playing a team, just say like Fort Scott or Labette County, a team of that caliber or better, they might as well let it fly, Tony. Yeah, I would have no problem with them shooting 25 three-pointers in a game, because that can be a great equalizer.
Yeah.
You know, if you don't have to hit 50% of them.
Yeah.
You know, if you can hit in that 40% range and you're shooting a lot of them, I mean, that makes up for a lot of 2-point field goals.
Yeah, I agree.
And I think that's kind of what their strategy, and you know, it's going to depend on who they're playing and the defense that their opponent is playing. But you know, Lady Vikes, they're a good enough passing team and a good enough ball handling team. They can usually get some pretty good looks from beyond the 3-point line. So I would have no problem with them living and dying by the three in the postseason, hopefully living more than dying.
Exactly. And I spent a little bit of time this weekend kind of doing all the, everybody's records and everything and ranking everybody. And what I show is we would be the 6th seed.
Mm-hmm.
Or, no, I'm sorry, the 5th seed.
Okay.
And we would host Topeka Hayden.
That sounds like the luck the Lady Vikes would have.
Yeah, but also in that 4-team bracket, the 3 would be Fort Scott.
Uh-huh.
So, I mean, I feel like, if the Lady Vikes are in that sub-state region, I mean, at least that's a team I think we could play with, even though Fort Scott's 15-2.
Yeah.
I mean, we showed that. We had the lead on them at Fort Scott in the first half, and it didn't feel like we played really, really great in that first half there. So, but
yeah, and we'll get another look at him here in a few nights.
Eudora I think was 16-1. Bishop Miege is like 16-2. So I mean, there's some firepower on the girls' side that's going to be tough for the Lady Vikes. Just hoping that we don't get matched up in the sub-state with those.
Right. Yeah.
So,
yeah, I know Bishop Miege is always incredibly tough, and and Topeka Hayden is always on the boys' side and the girls' side. You just never know what to expect because their record can be so deceiving because of all the 5A and 6A competition that they face in Topeka.
Because you're going to play Manhattan, you're going to play Lawrence. I mean, you're going to play some 5A and 6A schools that are tough.
Yeah, they are always battle tested by the time they get into their 4A sub-state, and so. The Viking boys had the top seed in sub-state not that many years ago, and who did they draw? Topeka Hayden, and fortunately, they were able to get the win. That Topeka Hayden team really wasn't quite up to snuff compared to usual, but they're if that's who they play, then I know Coach Scheibe will have the girls ready to go, and regardless of who they play, it's going to be nice having that first one at home.
Well, definitely. The wins and losses on all the teams will change that because there was a lot of teams that were either tied or within one. So a lot of things, and I could be wrong, but I don't think Friday night's games go into account for the seedings. Is that right?
I don't think they do. In years past, they haven't. So unless something has changed, then whatever happens tonight will be the team's records that are used for sub-state seeding.
That's what I was thinking as well, and I know. I talked a little bit at the beginning when I was talking on the air is the girls will play on Tuesday, the boys will play Wednesday. Right now on the boys' side, from what I saw, I mean, of course a lot can change because on the boys' side they're tied with Chanute. They both have a 6-12 record, so the seedings can change a little bit. But from what I saw, right now they would go to Holton.
I hope you're wrong.
and then. If they win, it was like Walmigo. I mean, it was like no matter win loss, I felt like we're going to be going way
north.
Yeah. So who knows? What's going to end up happening? Because I mean that boys game could obviously go either way. I mean both teams went to double overtime a couple of weeks ago when we played them, and a lot of things can change.
Yeah.
And on the boys side, I think it was even some of the mid from like the 7th or 8th ranked team to like the 13, 14, like 2 games.
Yeah,
I mean it was all close.
Yeah.
So, I mean you never know. So hopefully we'll draw a good bracket for sub-state on the girls and boys side, and at least maybe give a chance to play a couple of games and see what happens.
Right.
Because I mean. Any team can win 2 games in a row, and big time games, brings out big time players, and we've been. I mean, obviously we've had the talent 4 years in a row on the boys' side to go to the state tournament. So sometimes, just having that little bit of a edge could give those boys a little spark to want to try to keep that run going.
Yeah, their record hasn't been what they wanted it to be this year, but they know how to win in the postseason. They have seen what it takes to win and have success in the postseason. And then, of course, Lady Vikes looking for their first trip to the state tournament in nearly 3 decades.
Yeah,
so,
that would be
what a accomplishment that would be.
That would be unbelievable. It'd be nice to see that. So as we get ready to start the second half here, Lady Vikes lead 33-18, 15-point lead, and that is the largest lead of the game for the Lady Vikes. So there has been a couple of players, Scott, that didn't play in the first meeting. Maddie LaForge, she's a senior. She did not play in the first meeting whenever we played. And Emma Atherton also did not play in the first meeting at Parsons a couple of weeks ago. So those two players have played a lot of minutes here tonight.
Well, hopefully the Lady Vikes can get off to a hot start like they did in the first quarter and kind of keep Chanute out of it. Uh-oh.
Turnover. Well, they turned over the very first possession of the game. So Lady Vikes turned it over to start the second half. Now Shields with it. And gets it to Bogle. Back to Shields. Shields looking to drive. Kicks it to Haviland for a three. And it's no good, but I thought Smith was going to come up with the rebound, but she does not. I also talked about the refs, Scott. We got three veteran refs here tonight. I hadn't seen Ken Bolt in a long time, and I hadn't seen Michael Plotnick very much this year.
Yeah, it's nice to have the three veterans out there. Haven't seen that a lot this
Valentine
year.
Florence for three. This one's no good. And Smith with the rebound for the Lady Comets. So Valentine Florence continues to try to knock down those threes. Now Fulmer with it. Kicks it back out to Shields. Shields gets blocked. So now Nia Hinman going the other way for the Lady Vikes. 6:55 to play, third quarter. Still 33-18. The score was at halftime. Valentine Florence gets it down to Patterson, and she's stripped. It's stolen, and Haviland's going the other way with it. So Haviland's looking to go coast to coast, runs straight into Hansman, and I said Hansman shuffled her feet, and I believe she did. Hansman doesn't like the call, but she's going to get the foul called on her. That's only her first. I'm sorry, they called on Sydney Scheibe. That'll be her second. I didn't think Sydney Scheibe was in there, but maybe. Kelsey Haviland now. So she is 5 for 5 from the free throw line. And they are 7 for 7 from the line in the game. Second free throw is good. Shooting 100% from the free throw line, so we definitely don't want to foul them. 6:34 to play, third quarter, 33-20. Valentine Florence gets it back out to Hansman. Scheibe thought about a three. Now she's guarded by Smith, and Smith very aggressively steals it from Scheibe, but she was on the out-of-bounds line. So Lady Vikes kind of catch a break there. I don't think Scheibe expected her to be that aggressive. Now Smith steals it again. And now Shields going the other way. So Shields kicks it out to Bogle for a three. And she buries it. Tyra Bogle now, that's her third three of the game. And so it looks like Coach Pat Scheibe's a little upset. And he's wanting to talk to his team about this, Scott.
Yeah, Sydney almost had the turnover on the far sideline, and then Ellie kind of telegraphed that pass, that bounce pass, trying to get it to Anaya. And then I'm not sure what happened on the transition defense, but Vogel, from the way she's been shooting tonight, would be the one player you definitely don't want to leave wide open. And
no.
she there wasn't anybody within 5 feet of her. So
yeah, not even close. That'd almost be like leaving Eliana or
right.
Sydney wide open. So definitely you don't want to leave her wide open. So now it's back to a 10-point game. But this Chanute team is just so scrappy that at any time they can put together a run and make a game of this. I know when we played in Parsons, it ended up just being an 8-point lead. We won 57-49. I remember Lady Vikes struggled in that game, and so now a turnover by the Lady Vikes, and now a turnover back, and Valentine Florence going the other way. And she slows up a little bit, now gets it to Patterson. Patterson misses the shot, and Bogle with the rebound. So Lady Vikes still have not scored in the third quarter. So 33-23, Bogle for another three. This one's off the mark. And Jalen Smith really hustling for the Lady Blue Comets. She's gotten a couple of steals, and she's really hustling out there.
Yeah, you know, the Lady Blue Comets, their record isn't what they're used to, but they are not an easy out.
No.
You know, just their free throw shooting alone has kept them in this one tonight. So Lady Vikes are going to have to stay focused.
Hansman with it. Scheibe down to Hinman. Nice spin move by Hinman, but misses the shot. And now Haviland going the other way. There's two Havilands on the floor. Now Shields gets it down to LaForge. And they're going to call a foul on Brianna Patterson. So Patterson will pick up her second foul. And Lady Blue Comets will inbounds it. So Shields the inbounds. Gets it into Haviland. 3-point shot missed, but stolen by the Lady Blue Comets. And now an offensive rebound by the Blue Comets. And Haviland gets it to Haviland. Nice look underneath, but she missed it. Maddie LaForge had a wide open look underneath. She missed one earlier in the first half that was right underneath the basket, just like that. So Brianna Patterson with it. Lady Vikes lead by 10, 33-23. 4:24 to play here in the third quarter. And Anaya Hinman scores it, and she's fouled. So Anaya Hinman now with 8 points and a chance to get her ninth at the free throw line.
That was a nice entry pass and a nice finish by Anaya, and that's the one thing that the Lady Vikings can do. We talked about their good three-point shooting in the first half, but you still want to give Anaya her touches.
Yep.
You know, she's just too good, too athletic. She needs to touch the ball nearly every trip down the floor.
Yep, she missed that free throw. So now Shields coming back the other way. Lady Vikes with a 12-point lead, 35-23. Now Shields with it. Gets it to Haviland. Bogle back to Shields. Naya disrupting with that zone defense up top. Now Maddie LaForge with it. She gets it to Ashley Haviland, and it's stolen. Eliana Valentine Florence now with 21 points. So very good game here for Valentine Florence. 3:33 to play here in the third quarter. Lady Vikes lead by 14, 37-23. So Shields with it, kicks it back out to Ashley Haviland. Now Smith with it. Smith looks to get to Haviland, kicks it back out. Nearly stolen by Valentine Florence.
Yeah, it's amazing. She's a freshman. Her defensive savvy is just off the charts.
Yeah. She's had a very good game here tonight. Fulmer checks back in for the Lady Blue Comets. Bogle to inbounds. Gets it into Olner. Shields back to Bogle for three. And this one's an air ball. And knocked out of bounds by Patterson, so Lady Blue Comets will retain possession. Almost looked like Blue Comets.
That was close, wasn't it?
Knocked it out, but Blue Comets with it. Shields. And she gets it stolen by Hinman. Hinman's wanting to take it in for a layup, and not a very good looking layup, but Eliana cleans it up and makes the basket. So now she has 23 points. 2:45 to play here, third quarter. Lady Vikes now with the largest lead, 39-23. So we got a timeout on the floor. Let's take a 30-second break and take it back to the station. You're listening to Lady Vikes on V93.
Hey Parsons, I'm Anna. This is Raven. We're the Anna and Raven Show on V93.
The Anna and Raven Show.
Wake up with us weekdays for fun and energy in the morning. If it's happening in your life, we want to talk about it on the air.
And we love to give away cash. Every day you'll have your shot to win some with Can't Beat Raven. If you know your pop culture trivia, you can take them down. You can win that money.
Now enjoy the game. Let's go, Parsons.
Woo!
Welcome back, Chanute High School. Tony Fuentes along with Scott Marlowe. Drew Fuentes taking care of our live stream. Lady Vikes with a 16-point lead. Largest lead of the game, 2:44 to play in the third quarter. So Lady Vikes led by 15 at half, and then Lady Blue Comets came out on a 5-0 run. Got it back to 10. Now the Lady Vikes are on a 6-0 run, Scott.
Yeah, it was a nice response by the Lady Vikes because, if Chanute gets that thing down under double digits, things could start getting a little dicey.
Yep, now down to 2.5 to play here in the third quarter. And Shields looks to take a three, and she knocks it down. So Peyton Shields, that's her first basket of the game. She's very active in the passing game and everything. Very good player, likes to drive the basket and kick it out. That is her first basket. So 39-26, Lady Vikes with a 13-point lead. Hansman for three, and it's good. So Louisa Hansman gets her first basket of the game. So that was a good answer there, Scott.
Yeah, Coach Fox just looked at one of his assistants and was like, well, not much we can do about that.
Yeah. So turnover by the Lady Blue Comets. Lady Vikes 16-point lead and the ball. 1:53 to play, third quarter. I just don't think they have the athletes to do the traps like they normally do. This team will get better. They're young. So get the ball down low to Hinman, and she missed it, but she gets her own rebound, and now she's fouled. Looks like she's fouled by Bogle.
That was a nice little spin move by Hinman. Just couldn't get the ball to go through the basket. But we were talking about living by the three and dying by the three earlier. It's just so demoralizing for the defense. When they're trying to come back.
Yeah.
And then, let's face it, Lady Vikes have 4 or 5 girls that can get hot from beyond the three-point line. And, they don't need all of them to shoot well. But they can just find a couple that have a hot hand.
Yeah. And Nye Hinman made the first free throw and makes the second. So Hinman now in double digits with 10. So 1:30 to play here, third quarter. Lady Vikes now with an 18-point lead at 44-26. And Chanute's going to have to do some quick scoring to try to dig into that 18-point deficit. And Shields looking to drive. And she puts up a runner, and she gets it to go.
Yeah, so she had a good game down in Parsons.
Yeah, she did. And now Scheibe with it. 16-point lead for the Lady Vikes, 44-28. Down to a minute to play here in the third quarter. Now Hinman had it down low. I thought Hinman got out of the lane, but he just called a 3-second. So maybe, I don't know. Not sure.
Yeah, I didn't have a good look at it. I thought they maybe were going to call Hansman for traveling just because they called it as soon as she put the ball on the floor.
Yep. Valentine Florence almost with a steal there. Down to 40 seconds now here in the third quarter. And Fulmer with it. And she kicks it back out. Now Shields with it. Now Smith trying to spin move. Now Shields with it again. Off the mark on this three. But nice rebound by Fulmer. And she gets her first basket of the game.
Hopefully the Lady Vikes hold for one, Tony.
Yeah, can't tell. So Hansman gets it to Patel. Now to Hinman. I'm thinking if they can get some easy basket down low to Hinman, they're going to take it, and that's what they're trying to do. Down to 7 seconds, but there is a foul on the floor. So 44-30. 7 seconds to play here in the third quarter. And that was the third foul on Smith. Now Scheibe trying to get a little runner, and she's fouled. So Sydney Scheibe will go to the line to shoot a couple. She's only shot a couple of shots tonight, Scott. She knocked down a three in the second quarter, but she has not shot the ball very much.
Yeah, and she's passed up on a couple of open looks.
First free throw is no good.
Smith, the Chanute, who's headed to the bench, she had a really good night down in Parsons.
Oh,
and
yeah.
She's been a little bit quieter, at least here in the second half.
Well, she just picked up her fourth foul. Smith did.
Well, that can only be good news for the Lady Vikes.
Yeah, well, the second free throw was made by Scheibe, but there was a lane violation by another Lady Vikes, so it does not count. So their score at the end of the third quarter is 44-30. So let's take a 30-second break, and then we'll come back here for the fourth quarter action. You're listening to Lady Viking basketball on KLKC V93.
It's been said that to have a great team, you have to perform at a consistently higher level than others. Here at Wood Doolahary Insurance, we feel that holds true for us as well.
Whether home, auto, farm, or business, our team stands ready to help you find the right coverage at the right price.
Ready? Break! Put the Wood Doolahary team to work for you, serving the entire four-state area.
Proud partner of Auto Owners Insurance.
Southwest gym door.
Welcome back, Chanute High School. Tony Fuentes, Scott Marlowe, along with Drew Fuentes doing our live stream. We're heading to the fourth quarter, and Lady Blue Comets will have the possession to start the fourth quarter, but they are trailing by 14. Lady Vikes with a 44-30 lead.
Lady Vikes almost had 6 on the floor there, Tony.
Yeah, they ran 6 out. Luckily, Patel runs back to the bench. Now LaForge with it. All the way back over to Shields. And just a lot of little quick passes. Gets it down low to LaForge, and she misses an easy one. But then rebound by Havlin and a putback, and she is fouled. So Kelsey Havlin will go to the line. And Scheibe picks up her third personal. So Kelsey Havlin at the free throw line. That's her first miss. It's the first miss by Chanute from the free throw line. They were 8 for 8 before that free throw. And now Havlin for second one is good. So they're shooting 90%, Scott. Not too bad.
They've done a good job from the free throw line, which I think is, from what I've seen of Chanute over the years, that's pretty typical.
Valentine Florence gets it to Hinman. Hinman's looking for it, and off of Hinman down to Patterson for a backward layup, and she missed it. So let's see who the foul is called on. They called on Kyra Bogle. Second foul on her. Now Brianna Patterson will shoot 2 free throws. 13-point lead for Lady Vikes. And first free throw is good for Patterson. So Patterson's had a pretty good night here. She's got 6 points on the night.
Yeah, can you imagine if she started flirting with, double digits on any given night?
And the second one's good. So she has 7 points, 5 of them from the free throw line. She's 5 for 6 from the free throw line. So back to a 15-point lead, 46-31. And now another foul called on Lady Vikes. Looks like Hansman maybe. Sure enough, Louisa Hansman picks up her second.
Obviously, it's what the Lady Vikes don't want to do, give Chanute a chance to chip into that deficit with the clock standing still.
Yep, and Havlin missed another one. So after going 6 for 6, her first 6, she now 1 out of 3 her last 3, and she's got another one here. And she knocks it down. So 7:13 to play here in the ball game. Lady Vikes 14-point lead, 46-32. And Lady Vikes doing a little passing here, being a little. And now Scheibe underneath and misses the shot. And now Havlin gets the rebound, and here comes Shields. Down to 6:48 on the clock. Bogle with it. And now Shields looking to drive. Gets it knocked out of bounds. And so Lady Blue Comets will retain possession. So Lady Vikes lead 46-32, 6:38 to play in the ball game. Bogle to inbounds. Gets it in to LaForge. Missed the layup. Gets her own rebound. Knocks down the second one. So Maddie LaForge now with 4 points.
That was a kicked ball. I can't believe they didn't call it.
They didn't see it. So now 6:23 to play. Now a 12-point game, 46-34.
Coach Scheibe can't believe it either.
So now Haviland kicks it to Fulmer. Now Bogle for 3. In and out. Look good. But this goes in and out. Now Valentine Florence slows it down. Gets it up to Scheibe. Now Hinman. She thought about a 3. I don't think Scheibe would have liked it if she'd have missed it. Now Scheibe all the way back out to Hansman. Now Patterson for 3. In and out, no good. But a nice rebound by Valentine Florence. She wants a 3. No good. So now Shields going the other way. Probably could have ran a little more clock on that, but that's going to be a traveling on Shields. Well, she kind of lost the handle and then kind of pushed it to a teammate, and they're called a travel. So now Hansman with it, 5.5 to play, fourth quarter, and we got a timeout by Coach Scheibe.
Yeah, I think that's a good timeout by Coach Scheibe. Have the Lady Vikes scored in this quarter, Tony?
Yeah, they had two free throws by Patterson. That's it.
Yeah, they're just a little, I don't want to say out of sorts, but they just don't look as smooth as they did there in the last half of the third quarter. And so Coach Scheibe doesn't want Chanute drawing any closer than where they are right now. So I think Lady Vikes are in good shape, but they just need to kind of get reset in this timeout and come out and play a little bit better basketball.
Well, luckily, Chanute's only had that one putback by Madison LaForge,
right,
and their 2 free throws from Haviland, so they haven't scored a whole lot in the quarter either.
They haven't. They've had some opportunities to get it down to 10 points or maybe even 9, but just haven't been able to make it happen yet.
Yeah. So 5.5 to play. Hansman with it. Gets it to Valentine Florence. Valentine Florence looks to get out of hand, back to Hansman now. Scheibe for an open 3, and it is in and out. Looked good. A nice offensive rebound by Anaya Hinman, and she is fouled on the putback. So let's see who the foul is on. Might be on Bogle. That might be her third. Sure enough, Tyra Bogle picks up her third foul. Anaya Hinman will go to the line to shoot 2. First one's good.
I thought she rushed that one a little bit, but got it to go down anyway.
So Anaya Hinman is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for 8.
Got the second one.
Got the second one, so she's 6 for 9, so about 66%. So that's a decent night from the free throw line. I think anytime you can shoot around 70%, Scott, it's pretty good. Now Shields for a 3. No good, and ran down by Patterson. So Lady Vikes back to the 14-point lead and the ball. 4:55 to play here in the fourth quarter. Valentine Florence gets it to Hinman. Nice look to Hinman, and she gets the basket. That was pretty good. Good recognition there. And now Patterson with a steal. She looks thought she was going to slow it up, but then she gets it ahead to Hinman, and then Hinman misses the layup. Now Shields going the other way. 4.5 to play. Valentine Florence playing really good defense. Trying to get down low to LaForge, and Patterson picks up the foul. I think that's her 4th. No, just her 3rd. So Breonna Patterson picks up 3 fouls. Patel checks in the game.
Subbing in for the Vikings, Ashka Patel.
So Fulmer with it down low, and it's knocked out. Valentine Florence on the run. She pulls it back, throws it across the Scheibe. Wide open is Patel, and she missed it, but she got her own rebound. Now Scheibe for 3. And she airballed it. You're not going to see that very often.
No, you don't see that very often at all. She's usually money from the top of the key. But
yep, the one person I haven't seen is, I don't think Kendall Lyons is here. I don't see her on the bench. So she must, maybe she's not, maybe a little under the weather. So now Patel with the near steal. And Haviland in the timeout by Coach Dustin Fox. So let's see what they're going to take here. They're going to do a full, so let's take a 30-second break. You're listening to Lady Viking Basketball on V93.
At Labette Community College, we're passionate about medicine and compassionate about people. Our highly trained instructors provide innovative career-specific education in the field of diagnostic medical sonography. Do you already have an associate or bachelor's degree in healthcare? Earn an additional certification in sonography. LCC offers a 12-month completely online program with a clinical component. In as little as 1 year, specialize in OB, abdomen, or vascular. For more information, text pound SONO to 620-293-6671 today. Apply online at labette.edu.
Welcome back, Chanute High School. Tony Fuentes, Scott Marlowe, Drew Fuentes doing our live stream. Scott, there hasn't been a whole lot of scoring here. There's only been 4 free throws by us, 2 free throws by them, and then 1 basket apiece.
Yeah,
and
that's
there's
good
been
news.
Almost four and a half minutes in the quarter.
It's been kind of been a slow moving quarter, which usually isn't the case when you don't have a lot of scoring. But it's good news for the Lady Vikes because they still have that 16-point lead.
Yeah,
With
50
only
to
about 3.5 minutes left.
Yeah, 50-34, 3:37. Madison LaForge, nice move there. Nice little floater, got it to go. So now 14-point lead for the Lady Vikes. And now Scheibe got bumped by a couple of players. Nearly turns it over. Now Patel has it. Gets it back to Hansman. And now Hansman looking to drive the lane. Gets it to Sayla Ray. And Sayla kicks it out to Valentine Florence. So Valentine Florence with it. Gets it over to Scheibe. And Scheibe's looking for help. Valentine Florence is in a double team. And it is a turnover. So Blue Comets coming back the other way. 2:50 to play in the ball game. 50-36. Now Haviland for 3. No good. Should have been over the back there, but no call. And now Fulmer somehow just keeps fighting for it and gets it. And off the mark on that one. That's one thing. This doesn't seem like sometimes the Lady Vikes fight for rebounds as hard as the other teams do. So Chanute definitely fought for that offensive board down there a lot harder than the Vikes did.
Yeah, I know Coach Scheibe would love it if they fought as hard as Riley Dunley did.
No kidding.
If everybody else on the roster. She doesn't get a lot of minutes, but she gives it 110% when she's on the floor.
Valentine Florence for a 1-and-1 opportunity here. She's at the free throw line and gets it to go. So Eliana has scored in all 4 quarters. Haven't seen that very often by Lady Vikes this year. Have a player that scores in every quarter.
Yeah, she has had a really good night, both ends of the floor.
She missed the second one. She still has 24 points on the game. So Bogle with it. Bogle looking to get rid of it. Gets it to LaForge. Almost down to 2 minutes, and Lady Vikes with a 15-point lead. And LaForge puts up a floater, no good. Kicks it back out to Bogle. Now Shields. And off the mark, but it's kicked out of bounds by Chanute. So Lady Vikes got a break there. A couple of misses by Chanute. They had 3 shots at the basket. Didn't get any of them to go. Now Hansman gets it in to Hinman. Hinman's going to bring it up the court, get it to Scheibe. Wow, Oscar Patel was wide open, but then the defender came over quick and made a good play on it. And now Chanute's going the other way. 1:40 to play in the ball game. Gets it down low to LaForge, and she's fouled and will go to the line. So Valentine Florence picks up her first foul of the game. And Madison LaForge will go to the line for the first time tonight. And the first one is no good. So Madison LaForge will have one more. Second free throw is also no good. But they get the rebound. And now Havlin for three, and she makes it, and she's fouled.
Well, Tony, just like we said earlier in the fourth quarter, the one thing the Lady Vikes don't want to do is give Chanute a chance to chip into this deficit from the free throw line. Okay. I didn't see the foul on the shooter, so it's a 1-and-1 going the other way. Okay, so that's good news for the Lady Vikes. I thought
so. The three does count.
The three counts. They counted the basket, and then they called a foul. Well, I guess while the ball was in the air on Chanute. So Anaya Hinman gets a 1-and-1.
So called the foul on Jalen Smith, and she fouls out. So Hinman misses the free throw. So Havlin going the other way. So 51-39. And Lady Blue Comets trying to drive the basket off the mark. Hinman gets the rebound down to a minute 15. Now Hinman with it. And she tries to get it up to Hansman, but it goes out of bounds. So Lady Vikes will retain possession. Hansman with the ball to inbounds. So 12-point lead with 1:10 to play. Lady Vikes should be able to secure the victory here tonight. Now Hansman with it, gets it to Hinman, now to Scheibe. Scheibe underneath and gets it to go. So Sydney Scheibe hasn't scored a lot, but that was a good bucket there to get her to 5 points on the game. Now Fulmer with it. She gets a layup to go. So Kearney Fulmer with her second basket of the game. So still a 12-point Lady Viking lead. And there's going to be a foul called. And it looks like Louisa Hansman will go to the line. Is that double bonus, Scott, or is that just
I think that was the ninth team foul.
So we have a 1-and-1 opportunity here for Louisa Hansman. So 42.7 seconds left to go in the ball game. So Riley Dunley checks into the ball game. Hansman gets the first free throw. She'll have one more. 13-point lead now for the Lady Vikings. Sailor Ray looks like she's going to be checking in for Hansman. So Hansman at the free throw line, and it's good. So Sailor Ray will check in for Louisa. And Hansman has 5 points on the game. 42 seconds. And a 14-point lead. Shields gets it to Havlin, now to Bogle. Back to Shields. Shields wanting to drive, and it's blocked, but they're called a foul. Looks like it's going to be on Valentine Florence. Sure enough, Eliana picks up her second. Down to 30 seconds. So Peyton Shields will go to the line for the first time tonight. And first free throw is good. And Shields will have one more. Second free throw by Shields is good. So back down to a 12-point game, but only 30 seconds left. So we got a timeout on the floor. So let's take a 30-second break. You're listening to Lady Viking Basketball on V93.
At Labette Community College, we're passionate about medicine and compassionate about people. Our highly trained instructors provide innovative career-specific education in the field of diagnostic medical sonography. Do you already have an associate or bachelor's degree in healthcare? Earn an additional certification in sonography. LCC offers a 12-month completely online program with a clinical component. In as little as 1 year, specialize in OB, abdomen, or vascular. For more information, text pound SONO to 620-293-6671 today. Apply online at labette.edu.
Welcome back, Chanute High School. Tony Fuentes, Scott Marlowe, Drew Fuentes taking care of the live stream here tonight. And we've only got 30 seconds to play, and the Lady Vikes have the ball and a 12-point lead. So 55-43. So pretty close to the score. We won 57-49. So if we score 2 here, we'll have the same score we had when we played in Parsons. But Valentine Florence missed the shot. Now Shields going the other way with 20 seconds. Now Bogle for 3, off the mark. Rebound and put back is no good. So down to 13 seconds. Valentine Florence with the ball. And she is getting trapped. And she gets it ahead to Patterson. Patterson gets ahead to Sayla Ray. Gets it to Dunley. And now Scheibe just holds the ball, and that's the ball game. So Lady Vikes win 55-43. Let's take a 2-minute break, and then we will come back to break down the ball game. You're listening to Lady Viking basketball on V93.
Hi, this is Brian at Bowen Pharmacy, and we are so excited to have this new compounding lab that we have created and designed to help you choose the different kind of medications that you might need. In here we do compounding, custom medications for you. We could do bioidentical hormones, so that's testosterone, estrogen, progesterone. We could do DHEA. We could do any of those medications to help you level out those hormones to help you stay healthy and better. We could do troches, we could do capsules, we can even do rapidly dissolved tablets, all right here at Bowen Pharmacy in Parsons, Kansas. We even have great diaper rash cream that will help your baby heal and be better and safer in the long run. Once again, we're always thankful that you choose Bowen Pharmacy to be your local provider and to make you better and to help you stay healthier and live longer. Thank you and enjoy the day.
Everybody is different. Some get injured, while others simply wear down. Whether it's on the court, on the field, or at the gym, Labette Health's orthopedic and sports medicine team has the training and skill to repair, restore, and renew. We share the same goal, and together we'll write your comeback story. For more information about Southeast Kansas' leading orthopedic and sports medicine team, go to labettehealth.com.
It's been said that to have a great team, you have to perform at a consistently higher level than others. Here at Wood Doolahary Insurance, we feel that holds true for us as well.
Whether home, auto, farm, or business, our team stands ready to help you find the right coverage at the right price.
Ready? Break! Put the Wood Doolahary team to work for you, serving the entire 4-state area.
Proud partner of Auto Owners Insurance.
Tony Fuentes, Scott Marlowe, Drew Fuentes doing our live stream. Scott, Lady Vikes got it done. Had a really good start of the game. Eliana knocked down 5 threes in the first half, and Vikes just kind of got a pretty good sized lead, and then they just kept it.
Yeah, when Chanute had that one run in the first quarter where I think they tied it at 11 and had a chance, I think, to take the lead at the end of the first quarter, and Lady Vikings weathered that storm and then had the nice lead at halftime. And like you said, they never really looked back. I don't think it ever got below 10 in the final 2 quarters. And, it's so much easier to play when you have that 10 to 15-point lead. If it gets down to 6 or 7, all of a sudden everybody starts getting a little bit nervous. So, nice job by the Lady Vikes. That is win number – on the
13?
Win number 13. That's
Can you believe it?
That's just outstanding after not very far removed from a winless season.
26 straight losses? Was that?
I think so.
Something in that range.
It was definitely way over 20.
Yeah.
And
so
it's been a great turnaround. So great job by Coach Scheibe and his staff, and obviously the players just doing an outstanding job this year. And hopefully they can figure out a way to, they got swept by the Lady Grizzlies, but hopefully they can avoid that same fate against Fort Scott on Friday night. Fort Scott's tough. Yeah. They are a lot better than I thought they would be this season.
They definitely share the ball, is what I noticed in that Fort Scott team is is they're not just one or two players. They're pretty, I mean, they don't look like they're a team that, looking to just get to one person every time. They share the ball well, which I feel like we do as well. So I think it's a good matchup. I mean, I think we match up well against them.
Yeah, and it's, you said they share the ball well, and that's exactly right, and that makes them a very hard team to guard.
Yeah.
But I think the Lady Vikings can be a hard team to guard as well, especially out on the perimeter. And you mentioned this earlier in the broadcast, what the Lady Vikes will need to do to be successful against Fort Scott and against anybody they face in the postseason, they're going to have to rebound.
Yeah.
And they're going to have to rebound a lot better than what they did during the regular season.
Yeah. Yeah, it just doesn't seem like whenever the ball goes to the ground, it's like we don't never come up with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like whenever the ball's loose, very rarely is it that we get the ball. So,
well, do you remember what Coach Hauk said about rebounding when we interviewed him the last time? To quote Coach Hauk, he said, "Rebounding is not sexy," and he's exactly right. You don't. Yeah, it shows up in the stat sheet, but a 3-point shot that hits nothing but net. That gets the crowd going. A steal, and I know you're not going to have a dunk in girls basketball, but a steal and a layup gets the crowd going. A blocked shot gets the crowd going. But rebounding, one of the most important aspects of a basketball game, and it is so overlooked and not just teenagers, not just kids in high school. I see it at the collegiate level.
In the NBA.
I see it in the NBA. There are guys that are so lazy when it comes to rebounding. Like, well, I'll let one of my teammates get it.
Exactly. That's exactly right. I mean, it's just one of those things that, it's and that, you get those offensive rebounds and you get those second chance at points, and that's big. I mean,
really
you saw
is.
it tonight. I mean, just a few times. When Chinook got the second chance points, they got the points, which they didn't end up helping them in the end, but it kept them somewhat close to where, they had somewhat of a chance to stay in this ball game.
And what I would like to see the Lady Vikes do, as far as rebounding goes, I would love them to really focus on their defensive rebounding. Just don't give up those second chances.
Exactly.
I don't think they're going to be a great offensive rebounding team, with the exception of Anaya.
Yep.
And you've mentioned this a lot during the broadcast, they shoot so many three-pointers. How many times could they have gotten an offensive rebound by merely following their own missed shot?
Yep.
And they had a lot of missed opportunities. But with that said, they have still figured out a way to win 13 games this year. And hopefully, hopefully things just keep rolling into the postseason, because it would be a real shame if it didn't.
Exactly.
And you mentioned they may have to play Topeka Hayden in the first round, but regardless of who they play, I'm sure Coach Scheibe will have them ready.
Yeah, I agree. Let's run down the scores from the girls' contest. We'll start with the Lady Blue Comets. Jalen Smith with only 2 points. Kearney Fulmer 4. Madison Ford 6. Peyton Shields 7. Kelsey Haviland 11. And Tyra Bogle with 13. She was their leading scorer. And Lady Vikes had led by Eliana Valentine Florence with 24. Anaya Hinman with 14. Brianna Patterson with 7. Sydney Scheibe 5, and Louisa Hansman with 5. So, I mean, not a whole lot of scores tonight for the Lady Vikes, only 5. But whenever Valentine Florence goes for 24, that's, that helps a lot. So that definitely makes up for almost half the points. So
and there's been times, Tony, I know you remember, not as much on the boys' side, but in years past on the girls' side, you might only have 2, maybe 3 girls that were scoring or scoring of any amount that really mattered. Certainly Nina Taylor might go for 30 or 35, but
and they might only score 45.
So even though the Lady Vikes maybe didn't share the ball as far as the point totals go tonight, still, like you said, with Ellie having 24 and then still getting another 4 girls in the scorebook, You know, if the Lady Vikings, if they can have 5 or 6 in that scoring column on any given night, you know, they'll be a tough out. They really will.
Just surprising. I mean, Ashka Patel, she played quite a bit. She took a few shots, but she didn't score tonight. But she's definitely one that can score. I mean, we seen it a couple of weeks ago when she knocked down. She had like 6.
Yeah,
was it 6 or 7 3-pointers?
Yeah,
that
she
one
can
night?
get going. Talk about it. She probably is the X factor. For the Lady Vikes going into the postseason, because if she can get hot, you know, if they're focusing on Scheibe and Ellie and Anaya down low, if Patel knocks down 3 or 4 threes, it could be lights out for their opponent.
Yeah, and they won't even see it coming. That's what is the kicker. It just depends on what tape they watch, I guess. I mean, if they watch a tape where Ashka has a game like tonight where she doesn't score, you know, a team could be like, oh, okay, you know,
don't worry
about her, you know. And then she comes in and knocks down 3 or 4 threes, and they're like, where'd she come from? So that's definitely. I mean, you hit the nail on the head. She could definitely be the X factor. You're right. So I'm not sure if Coach Scheibe's. I do not see him anywhere.
Yeah, he kind of disappeared, didn't he?
So I don't know if you want to do it similar to what we did last week, if you want to wait till the half to talk to him again.
Yeah, I think we may have to, because I just don't. Yeah, usually he would have made it up here by now. So
yeah, because we definitely gave him plenty of time.
Yeah.
So
well, what do you think? About 8 or 9 minutes back to the station?
Yep.
All right, Karen, why don't you give us a 9-minute break, and then we will come back and have the preview for the boys contest. Again, the Lady Vikings win it 55-43 over Chanute. We'll be back in about 9 minutes. You're listening to Viking Basketball on V93. state finals, and that's something that nobody wants to see.
Yeah, that would be tough.
So hopefully things work out for the best. The Lady Vikes have had such an outstanding regular season, and hopefully they can get rewarded with a home game and maybe a winnable game in the sub-state championship game if they make it that far. As far as our boys contest goes, Tony, I know you remember it well. That was a heck of a battle down at Parsons High School. That was double overtime.
Should have been triple. Could
have been triple overtime, and the Viking boys held on for a 1-point win over Chanute. And I thought both teams played pretty well. Both teams played hard. Teams have struggled a little bit as far as wins and losses go this year, but we thought they would probably be evenly matched. And boy, you can't get much closer than 1 point in double overtime. And I wouldn't be a bit surprised if we have a similar type situation tonight. I will say this, one thing that I've noticed over the years, there have been a couple exceptions to this, but for whatever reason, for the most part, when these teams play, the home team usually holds serve. Usually Chanute wins at home, usually Parsons wins at home. Very, very difficult for Parsons to come up here and get a win, and Chanute has been hard-pressed to go down to PHS and come out of there with a victory. So hopefully the Vikings can kind of flip that on its head and get the sweep tonight. But, they'll have to do what they did down on Parsons. They'll just have to play solid basketball for as close to 4 quarters as they can. And just like we talked about with the Lady Vikings, rebound, and rebound some more.
Yep, so important on those rebounds.
Don't know if they're going to do the national anthem again, so I'm going to try to sneak in the starting lineups real quick. First, for the Vikings, they will go 6-foot sophomore J.J. Kendrick, 5'9" junior Jesse Jones, 6'1" senior Cedric Webb, 6'1" senior Paxton Swanson, 6'3" sophomore Landon Wheat. And then this is just a guess on my part. It is senior night here in Chanute, so they may be starting all of their seniors, which they don't have that many on their roster. So this may end up being correct anyway. But this is who they started down in Parsons. 6-foot senior Sean Williams, 6-foot junior Eric Erb, 5'10" sophomore Larson Kester, 6'1" sophomore Caden Seamster, and 6'3" senior Cam Kester. And I know Cam Kester is always tough, and Seamster, he had a big night as well.
Seamster's, he was tough last year as a freshman. I remember when we came down here and knocked down a bunch of threes, and I mean he's a tough competitor. So they're a scrappy team.
Yeah,
I mean
they are.
There's no give up in their teams.
Looks like they're getting ready for the national anthem. If they do it, we'll just keep it here at the gym.
I'm not sure if they...
I can't tell if they're getting ready to just do the player introductions. Right now they're just giving some instructions over the public address. Yep, they are going to do the national anthem. So we'll let you listen in at home.
As our country's national anthem will be performed by the Chanute High School Band under the direction of Jan Rogers and Merrick Wagner.
There you have the national anthem. Great job by the Chanute High School pep band.
Now for our starting varsity lineups.
And Tony, the Vikings sitting at 5-5 in the SEK, so obviously if they're going to finish above 500, they'll have to win these last two. They mentioned the 1-point win in double overtime over Chanute back on February 1st. They had a 7-point win over Fort Scott, their opponent, on Friday night. So 2 winnable games, but let's face it, 2 losable games as well. Vikings going to be in their traveling blue with gold trim. Chanute in their home white with the light blue trim. And hopefully the Vikings come to play. I mean, they have had some just incredibly talented teams come up here, Tony, and just would kind of fall flat up here. And then recently they finally have found some little bit of success up here at Chanute High School. And we'd really like to see the Vikings get their 6th win in the SEK. They're sitting at 6-12 overall.
Yeah, the Vikes, started out that 0-7, but ever since they're 6-5. You know, so I feel like, and that even includes one of those losses was that they had that 18-point lead in that Lancer Classic to Baxter. Whenever Baxter scored 30 in the first 3 quarters, and then they scored 35 in the 4th quarter alone to win 65-60.
Yeah, that may be the most points ever scored against the Vikings in a quarter.
That was unbelievable.
Yeah, that's just unreal.
Yeah. So, but definitely the second half of the season has been pretty good for the Vikings.
Yeah, they have definitely played better basketball the last half of the season, and obviously still a lot of room for improvement. And the good news is they haven't even come close to reaching their ceiling. There's enough talent on this team to get in, easily win 1 game in sub-state, and you never know if they could really put things together. They could spring a surprise on virtually anybody in that eastern half of the draw.
Looks like Rhett Smith's getting the start over Larson Kester.
Smith out there, and the opening tip is won by the Vikings. Cedric Webb with it, gives it off to J.J. Kendrick. Kendrick penetrates and gets cut off. Chanute has opened up in a man-to-man defense. Cedric drives, kicks it out to Kendrick, gets his man in the air. Oh, what a traveling violation. I actually couldn't see JJ's feet, but he must have shuffled them before he put the ball on the floor. So here comes Chanute with their first possession. Sean Williams, 6-foot senior with it. Looks like the Vikings also will open up in a straight man-to-man. Seamster sends it over to the right wing. Williams on the baseline or on that short corner area, cut off. We are tied at 0, 7:18 to go in quarter number 1. Williams again cut off on the baseline, kicks it out to Seamster. Reverses direction. Historically, Chanute extremely patient on the offensive end. They will attack if the opportunity presents itself, but they will make the defense work. Give it over to Rhett Smith in the corner. Now here's a 3-pointer from the near side, and it is perfect.
Eric Erb.
And that is what makes Chanute so tough. They'll run offense for a full minute and then knock it down at 3. That's an offensive foul, an easy call for the official. It was the right idea.
Yeah.
By Landon Wheat, but man, he was just too aggressive with the push off.
When you extend that arm pretty much all the way, they're going to call that every time.
Williams into the front court. Chanute with the ball. They lead it 3-0. Cam Kester, bounce pass. Seamster gets his man in the air, but he took steps. I didn't see that one either.
Whew. We'll take that.
So a traveling violation on each team. So The Vikings haven't got a shot off in 2 possessions. They had a traveling violation and then the offensive foul on Landon Wheat. Vikings down 3-zip, 6:20 to go in our opening quarter. Webb with it. Hands it off to Swanson, gets his man in the air, and now gives it off to Wheat. Wheat wants to drive, and he's cut off in the paint.
Matchup.
And we've got a blocking foul out top. I think they got Kester, I believe.
I feel like Wheat would be able to take Seamster to the basket.
That seems to kind of be the strategy. We'll see how much success the Vikings have as this game progresses. Jesse Jones, nice drive, and he is going to score off the glass. Kind of caught the defense sleeping a little bit. Gets the Vikings on the board. 3-2, Chanute by 1, 5:50 to go in our opening quarter. Seamster. There's Herb for another 3. Got it. He's 2 for 2. So 6-2, Chanute by 4. J.J. Kendrick with a nice drive. He's going to miss the layup, though, and it's pulled out of there by Rhett Smith.
Well, they just let him really drive to the basket there. I was surprised by that.
Yeah, I was, too. Usually don't see that from Chanute. Oh, a great block by Landon Weed. It'll stay with Chanute. A couple of 3-pointers by Eric Erb has the Blue Comets leading at 6-2 here in the early moments of our ball game. Smith finds a cutter to the basket. And do we have another traveling violation? Sure enough. Second traveling violation of the first quarter on Caden Seamster. He just kind of looks over at his coach and says, "What am I doing?"
Yep. Jesse had that happen down at Fort Scott.
Jesse wants to drive. Now he kicks it out. Wheat fakes the 3. Thought he got fouled. No call. Now, boy, a little floater that goes.
Wow.
I'll be honest, I didn't expect that one to go in.
It was a very awkward shot.
So 6-4, Chanute by 2. 5 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Seamster in the corner. Now to Herb. Now to Rhett Smith. Nice drive. And, a blocking foul. Man, I thought he was set. I actually thought there might be a no call, but they're going to get Cedric Webb with the blocking foul. His first and the team's second. So Williams to throw it in from the baseline. Chanute with the ball and a 2-point lead. Seamster gets it. Nice move. Poked out of bounds. Nice defense by Swanson.
Yeah, Rhett Smith didn't play at all in that first game a couple weeks ago, and he's very active in this lineup. So
yeah, and he's just a sophomore.
Yeah, he got the start. So
Seamster goes baseline. Oh, he lost his balance. Otherwise, probably would have had the basket. Quick outlet. Then a pass over to Wheat for the layup. Give the assist to Swanson. And we have a stoppage of play. Referee asking for a towel. So we are tied at 6 points apiece. 4:35 to go in the first period. And I don't want to harp on it, Tony, but we talked during the girls' game about how, hey, it'd probably not be a bad idea for the Lady Vikes to live by the 3 and die by the 3.
Yeah.
Eric Erb just threw in a couple of 20-footers.
Exactly.
The Vikings have been working hard for their 2-point field goals, and here we are knotted up at 6 points apiece, and now just another foul, unfortunately, on Cedric Webb.
Yeah, that's 2 fouls on him.
The first one I didn't really agree with. That one was just kind of a silly one by Cedric all the way out near half court, and he's going to have to head to the bench with 2 early fouls replaced by Justin Smith. Herb has it for Chanute as play resumes. We're tied at 6 points apiece. Cam Kester on the far side. He's a tremendous athlete. Smith on the near side. Out top to Kester. Cam Kester hands off to Seamster now. Chanute displaying a lot of patience. Williams cut off. Out to Herb. Pivots. Finds a cutter to the basket, and the layup is good.
Rhett Smith.
And that is what Chanute does so well, that kind of read and react offense. A lot of times they find a cutter going to the basket for an easy layup. Another shove off by Wheat. They didn't call it, but he lost the ball anyway. I think Seamster wanted to elbow him back, but he couldn't get to him in time. So 8-6. Chanute leads by 2. They have the basketball. 3.5 minutes to go in our opening quarter. Kester, great move, and he is going to miss the layup, though, and rebounded out by Justin Smith. Vikings with a chance to tie or take the lead on this trip. J.J. Kendrick pulls up, swings it over to Swanson. He's guarded by Kester. It's a good matchup. Kicks it out to J.J. Oh, wide open, and then a dunk, two-handed dunk for Landon Wheat. Great look by J.J. Kendrick, and we are tied at 8 points apiece, 3 minutes to go in quarter number 1. Williams working on Smith, over to Kester. Seamster in the corner, picked up by Wheat. Williams on the far side, he took steps. You know, and Tony, I know our viewers actually have a better view of the court than we do because we're kind of blocked by the
bar
banister here, the bar, so to speak. But I had a pretty good look at Williams' feet. I didn't see him shuffle his feet, but the official saw it differently. So another chance for the Vikes to grab the lead here. Tied at 8, 2:38 to go in the first quarter. Justin Smith thought about a three, goes baseline. Foul. Oh, he couldn't get it to go, but he's going to go to the line to shoot 2.
Looks like it's going to be on Rhett Smith.
Sure enough, Rhett Smith picks up the personal.
So Vikings only had 1 turnover in the game, so, I mean, they're taking care of the ball. But Chanute's had 3 turnovers and knocked down a couple of threes.
And Justin Smith knocks down free throw number 1. That's the first free throw shot by either team. Smith heads to the bench, and he will be replaced by Larson Kester in the Chanute lineup. One more coming for Smith, and that one's off the back iron, no good. Rebounded by Erb. So 9-8 is your score. Vikings by 1. 2:25 to go in the first quarter. Kester goes baseline, cut off. So out to Seamster. He's triple teamed. Now Williams from the baseline got it to go. And it is a three-pointer. Third 3 of the first quarter for Chanute, and they lead 11-9. Spin move, shot no good by Cedric, but there's an offensive rebound by J.J. Kendrick.
Yep, that's a good offensive board by the Vikings.
Now, they're going to say that he took steps.
Another second turnover.
So 1:59 to go in the first quarter. Chanute has the ball and an 11-9 lead over the Vikes. Kind of classic Chanute dropping those three-pointers in, especially early in the game. They have 3 threes here in the first quarter. Kester with it out top. Hands off to Williams. He about lost his footing. Seamster with it. He's been relatively quiet. And we have a foul before the shot. And Chanute will take it out from the baseline. Wow, Webb picked up his 3rd. So he's going to be sitting probably for the rest of the first half. Tough break for Webb. Williams out top to Larson Kester. He goes ahead and launches. May have been partially blocked. The Vikings have it. Quickly up ahead to Jesse Jones, and his layup is good. Great fast break basketball by the Vikes. Jones with 4 points. And we are tied at 11 points apiece. 1:25 to go in the first quarter. So, Tony, these teams were evenly matched the first go-round, and looks like we're going to see more of the same here tonight.
The girls' game was tied 11-11 as well.
So, see if the Vikings can get a stop here. Erb with it. He's got a couple of threes here in the first quarter. Looking to make a move. Now gives it off to Williams. Kester backs it out around the three-point line. Williams goes baseline. Kicks it out to Erb. He wants another 3, and he is good again. Eric Erb with 3 threes in the first quarter, and it is a 3-point lead. Trying to answer is Swanson, no good, rebounded by Kester. Kester quickly coming up the floor, nearly had it poked away from behind. Seamster, did he take steps again? Wow. That is his 3rd traveling violation of the first quarter.
Wow.
But it's been kind of the Eric Erb show here in the first quarter for Chanute with 3 threes, 3 out of 3 from behind the three-point line. He leads all scorers with 9 points. The Vikings hanging tough, though. They're down 14-11. 25 seconds to go. Oh, a tough shot by Jesse. No good, and nobody on the weak side to rebound except white shirts. See if Chanute holds for the last shot. They certainly don't typically don't have any trouble holding the ball for 20 seconds. Williams being hounded by Jesse Jones. Chanute with the ball in a 3-point lead. There's the steal. Jesse got it away from him, up ahead to Swanson, challenges Kester, and scores. What a way to finish the first quarter for the Vikings. There's the final buzzer. 14-13, Chanute by 1. We'll be back with the second quarter in 1 minute. You're listening to Viking Basketball on V93.
Hi, this is Brian at Bowen Pharmacy, and today I'd like to visit with you about how you take your medications. Did you know that when you miss 2 doses per week, that's 3.5 months out of the year that you missed your medications, and that can have detrimental effects on your health in a long time period. Here at Bowen Pharmacy, we have this great new machine called the Rapid Pack RX. And what this machine does is it takes all your medications, filters it down, and puts in this nice strip right here that you can pull out of this box. And at any time of the day that you need your medication, it's right here ready for you. Whether you take it 1 a day, 2 a day, 5 a day, or 6 times per day, we can make that happen for you. It's all interfaced with our pharmacy system, and when it runs through, it puts all those times down for you. It even prints the medications on the strip, and you can take it throughout the day without having to take your bottles with you. It helps you stay compliant, helps you stay healthy, and it's going to give you a long life to live to enjoy. Here at Bowen Pharmacy, we're always thankful that you choose us to be your local provider. Thank you and have a wonderful day.
Back live at Chanute High School, just in time for the start of quarter number 2. Chanute has the basketball in a 1-point lead over the Vikes. Parsons had a steal and layup to end the first quarter. Chanute still with the 1-point advantage. Williams with it, guarded out there by Trey Mack. Good look underneath the Kester, but he didn't have an angle for the layup. Now to Henson, who has checked into the lineup for Chanute. And ball poked out of bounds. Quick hands by Jesse Jones. You know, talk about living by the three-pointer. Tony Chanute with 4 threes. 12 of their 14 points in the first quarter came from behind that three-point line. Williams gets around his man, then loses it. Kester on the baseline. He's been relatively quiet so far. He was the big gun there in the first quarter with those 3 threes. Williams guarded by Mack. Boy, threw it away. Miscommunication. You don't see that a lot from Chanute. They've always been so efficient with their motion offense, and very rarely do they have a silly turnover like that.
One big thing that stands out to me is Cam Kester has not scored.
Yeah, and he looked to score once or twice, but he hasn't been as aggressive as usual. Jesse Jones backs it out, now gives it off to Kendrick. Boy, an illegal screen on probably Jesse Jones, I'm guessing. Sure enough.
So that's the first turnover of the second quarter.
And again, starter Cedric Webb probably done for the half, saddled with 3 fouls, all coming back in the first quarter. Vikings with a little bit of pressure in the backcourt. Kester needs some help and gets it ahead to Williams. Williams gives it off to Henson. And back to Kester. Now to Henson in the corner. And there's the big guy, Kester, getting stripped. And the Vikings have the basketball. J.J. Kendrick. Now he threw it away. Not a very good possession there by the Vikes. Cam Kester still with the ball. Over to Henson. He wants a 3. It's good. 5 3-pointers in the first half for Chanute, and they lead at 17-13, 6:10 to go in the first half. Swanson hands it off to Kendrick. Reverses direction. Boy, that's a tough shot on the baseline, but he's going to earn 2 free throws as he was fouled on the way up.
Looks like Larson Kester foul.
Sure enough. So it's been all about the 3-point shot for Chanute here in the first half. 5 threes. JJ gets a free throw to go down. That's his first point. 1 out of 1 from the line. Vikings 2 out of 3 from the line as a team. Chanute has not shot a free throw here in the first half. Second free throw good by JJ Kendrick. Vikings are within 2 at 17-15. And a little bit of zone press. Williams into the front court for the Blue Comets. In the corner to Henson. Out to Lars Kester. Cam Kester with it. Now to Eric Erb. Cam. It's a tough shot in the lane. Won't go, but I think he's going to get a couple of free throws. I think they got Trey Mack.
His first personal foul.
His first and the team's 6th. Kester's first free throw is perfect, and that is his first point of the first half. 3-point lead for Chanute at 18-15. They've outscored the Vikes 15-0 behind the 3-point line. Second free throw good as well. Back to a 4-point bulge for Chanute at 19-15. 5.5 minutes to go in the first half. J.J. Kendrick with it. It's cut off. Gets it over to Mack. Mack into the paint. Nice drive, but he couldn't finish. Taken by Williams of Chanute. Williams to Kester. Fakes a 3. Did he take steps? He did.
Wow.
Kind of uncharacteristic for Chanute to have this many turnovers, and yet they still lead 19-15 because of their hot shooting behind the 3-point arc. Vikings have only tried one 3-pointer.
Yeah, Swanson took one to try to answer and missed it earlier.
And here is Swanson for a guarded 3. It's an air ball, run down by Trey Mack. Mack in trouble and gets it out top to Kendrick. Vikes only with 2 points here in the second quarter.
Jesse usually has one of them long threes from up the top of the key.
Yeah, he hasn't really had a good look yet. He's looking to take his man off the dribble, and he does. He beats the entire defense and scores off the glass. 6 points for Jesse Jones. Gets the Vikes to within 2 at 19-17. I don't think the Vikes have led tonight, have they, Tony? Unless they led 2-0. I don't think they did.
Because Herb
hit that 3.
And then he hit another 3 before the Vikes tied it up.
And we have a foul, I believe, on Trey Mack, and that's going to put Chanute at the line for a 1-and-1. That is Trey Mack's second personal and the team's 7th. Only 3 fouls on Chanute here in the first half. 6'1" junior Parker Henson to the line. He has 3 points. His first trip to the line. Chanute leading at 19-17. Quick shot is good. 20-17. Here comes Seamster replacing Williams in the Chanute lineup. 4:21 to go in the first half. Chanute leading it by 3. Henson puts it up, and it's good again. 21-17, Chanute by 4. 4:15 to go in the first half. Jesse Jones walks the ball across the half-court line. He's picked up by Cam Kester. Out to Swanson, fakes the 3, goes baseline, and was trying to get it to Wheat on the bounce pass, but it's poked away by Chanute. Larson Kester, the lefty, goes baseline. Kicks it back out. Herb wants a 3, and it is short. Battle for the loose ball. Vikings get it. Nice hustle by Jones. Well, he wants to go to the rack again, and he's blocked that time. I think Cam Kester got him. That will not deter Jesse Jones, though. He will continue to take the ball to the rack. 21-17, Chanute by 4. 3:48 to go in the first half. Justin Smith will replace Landon Wheat in the Viking lineup. And with that kind of substitution, Tony, the Vikings are really going to have to focus on rebounding as a team.
Yep.
They don't have any really true rebounders in there right now. Swanson thought about a 3. Now he tries to take Seamster baseline, backs it back out. Kendrick with it. JJ looking to make a move. It's into the paint and lost it. Another turnover on the Vikes. Henson has it over to Kester. Larson Kester. Nice drive, and are they going to? They're going to say no basket. They're going to say a foul on the floor. And 1-and-1 coming for Larson Kester.
Trey Mack, maybe.
Man, that's his 3rd. Mack is who came in to replace Cedric Webb because he was in foul trouble. And who's checking out? I assume it'll be Mack. Sure enough,
yep.
Hunter Brownwell So a lot more size for the Vikes as Brownwell replaces Mack. Kester with the front end of the 1-and-1. Got it.
So 5 for 5 from the free throw line.
So 5 threes and 5 free throws. And Chanute leads by 5, 22-17. 3:27 to go in the half. Second free throw, also good. And we have a timeout on the floor. Chanute leading at 23-17 with 3:27 to go in the first half. We'll step away for a 30-second commercial break. You're listening to Viking Basketball on V93.
It's been said that to have a great team, you have to perform at a consistently higher level than others. Here at Wood Doolahary Insurance, we feel that holds true for us as well.
Whether home, auto, farm, or business, our team stands ready to help you find the right coverage at the right price.
Ready? Break! Put the Wood Doolahary team to work for you, serving the entire 4-state area.
Proud partner of Auto Owners Insurance.
Three minutes, 27 seconds to go in the first half. Chanute leads the Vikings 23-17. Parsons has the ball out of this timeout. A couple of Vikings saddled with 3 fouls, Cedric Webb and Trey Mack here in the first half. Meanwhile, Chanute only has 3 fouls total as a team. J.J. Kendrick with it. Over to Swanson. Chanute staying in that sticky man-to-man. J.J. cut off. Now he gets stuffed. It looked clean from up here. Could have been a jump ball very easily, but they're going to get a couple of free throws coming for J.J. Kendrick. They're going to get Henson on the foul, I believe.
Yeah, it looked pretty clean.
So Henson picks up his first personal on the team's 4th. J.J.'s free throw is good. He's now 3 out of 3 from the line. Vikes 4 out of 5. Both teams have, it's been very similar. The only difference in the game, Tony, is the 3-point shooting of Chanute.
Exactly.
Second free throw is also good by Kendrick. So he has all 4 of his points at the free throw line. Vikes picking up in the backcourt, trying to get a little pressure, but it doesn't work. And now Kester running free, kicks it into the corner to Henson. Back to Kester. He's bumped, and he will go to the line to shoot 2. So Chanute was able to burn the press that time. They'll be rewarded with a couple of free throws. 23-19, Chanute by 4, 2:54 to go in the first half. The Vikings looking for their 7th win of the year and 6th win in the SEK as Cam Kester calmly knocks down another free throw. He's now 3 out of 3.
They're 7 for 7 here in the second quarter.
And they finally miss one and rebounded by Hunter Brownwell. So it's a 5-point lead for Chanute at 24-19. Boy, nice drive by Swanson. Second try by Swanson goes down. So he gets the Vikes to within 3 at 24-21. 2:35 to go in the first half. Kester to Seamster, guarded by Kendrick. Vikings in a man-to-man. Kester, a couple of dribbles, now reverses direction, gets around everybody and scores. So 5 points in the first half for Kester, 5-point lead. Boy, a step back 3, no good. And then I think a foul on the Blue Comets. Tough call on, or they're going to say he was just out of bounds. Okay, no, it was a foul, and the Vikings aren't in the bonus. That was just the 5th team foul. So Larson Kester picks up his 2nd. 2:14 to go in the first half. 5-point lead for Chanute at 26-21. Next, get it into Swanson. Oh, nice dish off to JJ, and he can't score. Had to go over a couple of defenders, and it's pulled out of there by Kester. So a chance for Chanute to get their biggest lead of the night right here. Williams to Erb. Puts it on the floor. Backs it out, back to Williams, and he took steps. Boy, how many traveling violations is that on Chanute?
That's at least 4.
First half, wow. I'm thinking more like 6 because Seamster had 3 himself in the first quarter.
Yeah, they've had a bunch.
So that's helping the Vikes stay in it, but still a 5-point lead for Chanute at 26-21. Vikes have the ball with 1:45 to go in the first half. Kester out there on Jesse. Pulls up from 17, got it.
Jesse's kind of keeping us there.
8 points in the first half for Jesse Jones. Back to a 3-point deficit. 26-23, Chanute on top. 1:27 to go in the first half. Williams working on Justin Smith. In the corner to Seamster. He's had a quiet first half. Needs help. And it's in the corner to Henson. Back out to Seamster. He'll try the 3. It's off the mark, no good. Rebounded by Swanson. Swanson looking to push the pace. Kicks it in the corner to Jesse. Goes baseline. Lost it. Oh, rather he kicks it out to JJ for a 3. It's no good. And rebounded by Seamster. Quick outlet to Cam Kester. Kester bumped in the lane. And either way, it'll be a 2-shot foul because it'll be the 10th team foul, even if it was on the floor. So the Vikes had a chance to tie it there, but JJ's 3 was off the mark. So with 51 seconds to go in the half, Kester to the line. Chanute leading at 26-23. He's been much more active here in the second quarter as he gets the first free throw to go down. 27-23. Chanute by 4 as Landon Wheat checks back into the Viking lineup. Kester's second free throw, good. Boy, they have made a killing at the free throw line here in the second quarter. 28-23, 5-point lead for Chanute. We've kind of been in that 3 to 5 point range most of the night. Great move by Jesse. Then he lost it and goes out of bounds. They're going to say it went off Jesse. Well, he made a great move, but then he lost it right before he was able to go up for the layup.
Yep, that's 5 turnovers in the quarter for the Vikes.
So Chanute with the ball in a 5-point lead, 37 seconds to go in the quarter. Ahead to Seamster, to Henson. Back out to Williams. Looks like Chanute may be satisfied to hold for 1 now. Cam Kester looking to make a move, though. And he's fouled. I think Justin Smith and 2 more free throws for Kester. And the way Chanute's shooting free throws, Tony, that's just about an automatic 2 points. And that is already Smith's 3rd personal. Wow. First free throw is good. Biggest lead of the night for Chanute at 29-23. 1 more coming for Cam Kester. He got it. 30-23. Vikings need a basket here to close out the quarter. 15 seconds to go. Jesse Jones dribbling unguarded out near half court. It'd be great if the Vikings could knock down their first 3 going into the locker room. Jesse penetrates, finds a man underneath, and the layup goes down. Smith got it to go, and that will be the end of the first half with your score. Chanute 30, Parsons 25. We will take a 3-minute break and be right back. You're listening to Viking Basketball on V93.
Hi, this is Brian at Bowen Pharmacy, and we are so excited to have this new compounding lab that we have created and designed to help you choose the different kind of medications that you might need. In here we do compounding, custom medications for you. We could do bioidentical hormones, so that's testosterone, estrogen, progesterone. We could do DHEA. We could do any of those medications to help you level out those hormones to help you stay healthy and better. We could do troches, we could do capsules, we can even do rapidly dissolved tablets, all right here at Bowen Pharmacy in Parsons, Kansas. We even have great diaper rash cream that will help your baby heal and be better and safer in the long run. Once again, we're always thankful that you choose Bowen Pharmacy to be your local provider and to make you better and to help you stay healthier and live longer. Thank you and enjoy the day.
Everybody is different. Some get injured, while others simply wear down. Whether it's on the court, on the field, or at the gym, Labette Health's orthopedic and sports medicine team has the training and skill to repair, restore, and renew. We share the same goal, and together we'll write your comeback story. For more information about Southeast Kansas' leading orthopedic and sports medicine team, go to levettehealth.com.
And we are back live at Chanute High School. We are at halftime with Chanute leading the Vikings at the break 30-25. And Tony, it was three-point shooting in the first quarter and free throw. Did I say that right? Three-point shooting in the first quarter and free throw shooting in the second quarter for Chanute. And if I'm doing my math right, in those two categories, they have outscored the Vikings 26-5.
Wow.
And the reason the Vikings have stayed close is because when it comes to two-point field goals, they've outscored Chanute 20-4.
Yep.
But I mean, both teams actually played pretty well. There's a lot of turnovers, a lot of traveling violations on Chanute, more than usual there in that first half. But they lead by 5. Both teams shooting outstanding at the free throw line. 5 out of 6 for the Vikes for 83%. 11 out of 12 for 91.6%.
That's pretty good
for Chanute. So kind of that's kind of, other than the turnovers, kind of a typical Chanute first half. You know, good free throw shooting, good outside shooting, and good defense.
Yep. And I show turnovers pretty evenly matched. Eight turnovers for Chanute, 7 for the Vikings, 7 rebounds for the Vikings, 8 rebounds for Blue Comets. So pretty even there. But like you said, the 5 3-pointers, we had no 3-pointers. So that extra point is the 5-point lead.
Right.
So, I mean, every category is fairly even. You know, defense, offensive rebounds, turnovers pretty close to being even. But those 3-pointers are big.
And one thing that we have to mention, foul trouble for the Vikings. And a couple of these guys are guys that come off the bench, but Trey Mack, Cedric Webb, Justin Smith, all with 3 fouls in the first half. Nobody with more than 2 for Chanute. And, in fact, Larson Kester, I think, is the only guy with 2. Nobody else has more than 1 for the Blue Comets, so they are in good shape as far as fouls go going into the second half. But other than the turnovers, I don't know that Chanute could have played much better in the first half, and yet they're only leading the Vikings by 5. So Parsons, obviously, a lot of time. They didn't have the lead at all in the first half. But, you know, I think they did that to Chanute down in Parsons. They just kind of kept it close.
Exactly.
Kept it close, got it to overtime, and got it to double overtime, and escaped with that 1-point win.
Yep.
So hopefully we can kind of follow that same script here tonight. Again, 30-25 is your halftime score. Before we take our next break, we'll run down the scoring totals from the first half. First for Chanute, they were led by Cam Kester and Eric Erb with 9 points apiece. Sean Williams had 3, Larson Kester with 2, Parker Henson with 5, and Rhett Smith with 2. Leading the way for the Vikings, Jesse Jones with 8, Landon Wheat with 6, Swanson with 4, J.J. Kendrick with 4, and Justin Smith with 3. Once again, your halftime score, 30-25, Chanute on top. We will take a 2-minute break, and we'll be back with the second half. You're listening to Viking Basketball on V93.
At Labette Community College, we're passionate about medicine and compassionate about people. Our highly trained instructors provide innovative career-specific education in the field of diagnostic medical sonography. Do you already have an associate or bachelor's degree in healthcare? Earn an additional certification in sonography. LCC offers a 12-month completely online program with a clinical component. In as little as 1 year, specialize in OB, abdomen, or vascular. For more information, text pound SONO to 620-293-6671 today. Apply online at labette.edu.
It's been said that to have a great team, you have to perform at a consistently higher level than others. Here at Wood Doolahary Insurance, we feel that holds true for us as well.
Whether home, auto, farm, or business, our team stands ready to help you find the right coverage at the right price.
Ready? Break! Put the Wood Doolahary team to work for you, serving the entire 4-state area.
Proud partner of Auto Owners Insurance.
They want to pull even by midway through the fourth quarter at the latest, because obviously you do not want to put Chanute on the free throw line down the stretch. I know they missed a few late down at Parsons that allowed the Vikings to get it to overtime, but can't count on that two times in a row against the Blue Comets. But again, Chanute's virtually all of their points were on free throws and three-pointers. So Vikings, I think the Vikings can figure out a way to get to the line a little bit more here in the second half than they did in the first half. And obviously knock down a couple of threes, but they really haven't looked for the three that much tonight. And
I think they've only shot two.
And part of that is probably, the Chanute plays a pretty good man-to-man defense, but play has resumed. The Vikings will have the first possession of the third quarter. Chanute will be in a man-to-man. Swanson on the near side. There's Jesse for a three. Not even close. Then knocked out by
lucky.
Ooh, I thought it went off Swanson.
No, it went off of Williams.
Went off Williams.
Yep.
So the Vikings catch a break because that was obviously a set play. And they're on the inbound. Jesse now kicks it out to JJ. Hoping for a layup, but he was cut off. 30-25 is your score. Chanute on top, 7:35 to go in the third quarter. Jesse Jones puts the ball on the floor. Finds JJ on the baseline, gets it to Landon. What a pass, and the finish goes down for Landon Wheat. 30-27 is your score. Hey Tony, can you take over play-by-play for just a second?
Yep, we got a foul on the floor. Looks like it's going to be on Cedric Webb. Sure enough, Cedric Webb picks up his 4th personal foul. So now Sean Williams will go to the line for 2 free throws. 7:07 to play here in the third quarter. 30-27 Chanute, and Sean Williams at the line for 2 free throws.
Thank you, sir.
4th foul on Cedric Webb, Scott.
Wow, 4th foul on Cedric Webb. That is not good. We had to do a little rearranging of our broadcast area momentarily there. Sean Williams hit the front of the rim and then got it to go down. So 4-point lead and back to a 5-point lead as Chanute continues to take care of business at the free throw line. 5-point lead for Chanute. Swanson gets it to Wheat, and he scores off the glass. Great to see Landon Wheat being so active down low. Vikes doing a good job of getting him the ball in a position to score. He's in double figures with 10. Vikes to within 3 at 32-29. Chanute gets it out to Seamster, spin move. And he beats a couple of defenders, and he missed it. Gets it back, though. He's had a rough night. 3-pointer by Williams. Perfect. So they continue to get their points from behind the 3-point line and at the free throw line. 6-point lead, but a great drive by J.J. Kendrick. He takes it essentially coast to coast, 35-31. Chanute by 4, 6:17 to go in quarter number 3. Williams working on Kendrick, and are they going to call a touch foul? They sure do.
They're going to be on Kendrick?
Yep. By my count, just his first.
Yep, that's just his first.
Second team foul on the Vikes. Trey Mack replacing Justin Smith in the Viking lineup. (35-31).
Must be a problem with the student in the student section. Their refs are asking him to do something.
Looks like maybe I'm assuming that's the athletic director. We're gonna visit with the Chanute student section. I'm not 100% sure what happened, but anytime the official has to go get an administrator, you know it's something pretty serious. So play has resumed. Cam Kester with it. Near steal. Mack almost had it. Now Seamster gets to the rack and gets stuffed. He says he got hit in the eye.
It looked like he did.
And they did catch it. It is going to be a foul on Landon Wheat. Came down a little too hard, to say the least. Well, maybe that's a Viking strategy to try to get him to finally miss a free throw.
That was like a weak whistle.
Yeah.
That's probably the weakest whistle I've ever heard.
Seamster looking for his first point, and even with a scratched eyeball, he gets it to go down as Chanute has only missed one free throw.
I think they're 15 to 16.
That is unbelievable. Second one off the mark, no good. Rebounded by Swanson. Once again, a 5-point lead for Chanute. Kendrick, bounce pass to Wheat. Landon Wheat, spin move. And they got him for an offensive foul, I believe.
No, they got a block.
Oh, did they get?
Well, nope, they changed it. Wow, unbelievable.
Yeah, I thought that's what the initial call was, and that is the third foul on Landon Wheat.
Wow.
Viking bench very upset with that call. Ton of Vikings with 3 personal fouls and 1 with 4. And it's a 5-point lead for Chanute, and they have the basketball. 3-pointer from the corner is good, knocking it down. Rhett Smith. Biggest lead of the night for Chanute now at 39-31. J.J. Kendrick gets bumped, he scores, and he's fouled. What a response by J.J. Kendrick. He now has 8 points. But 7 threes tonight for Chanute. And by my count, 14 points from the free throw line.
Yeah, J.J. Kendrick definitely the most improved player on this team. He's, from the beginning of the year, he was a non-scorer to what he does now.
But he missed the free throw and a run out at the other end. for Eric Erb. He's in double figures with 11. 8-point lead for Chanute at 41-33. But, yeah, you're right, Tony. JJ vastly improved. Long two, I believe.
They give him a three.
And they do go with a three-pointer. It's kind of hard to see on the near side, but it is a three-pointer for Landon Wheat. Vikings back to within 5. Williams tries to answer top of the key. It's off the mark, no good, but nobody there to rebound for the Vikes. Skip pass over to Brett Smith. Eric Erb on the near side. Good look underneath, and the layup goes down for Smith. He has 7 points, and back to a 7-point lead for Chanute, 43-36. 4:25 to go in the third quarter. Nice drive by JJ. His floater goes.
Wow.
He has 6 points here in the third quarter, and he's in double figures with 10. Trying to keep the Vikings in this when they are saddled with foul trouble. And Chanute playing a very excellent ball game and a great drive. The layup missed, though, by Williams. Here come the Vikings. Over to a wide open Swanson for 3. It's no good. And a nice box out. And Chanute has it. Seamster with it. Working on Wheat. He got fouled. That's going to be his 4th if they got it on Wheat, and I'm sure they did. Goodness. 4 fouls on Wheat. 4 fouls on Cedric Webb. 3 fouls on Trey Mack. 3 fouls on Justin Smith. And nobody for Chanute with more than 2. 5 team fouls on the Vikes, only 1 on the Blue Comets. Seamster got the free throw to go down. They've only missed 2 free throws on the entire night. Second one by Seamster, also good. 45-38, 7-point lead. Larson Kester replaces Seamster, and boy, if they're not going to miss any free throws, Tony, it's going to be hard to come back, especially they've been calling it pretty tight, especially when the Vikings are playing defense.
Exactly. Yeah, the fouls in the second quarter were
17-foot jump shot, no good.
Heavy on the Vikings.
Rebounded by Chanute. Washington on the floor for the first time. Coach Hout going to try to work around some foul trouble. Three-pointer short by Kester, rebounded by Kendrick. JJ into the front court. It's into the paint. Nice look to Jesse Jones, and he lays it in. He gets his first basket of the second half. He's in double figures with 10. Look at the hustle by Kendrick. Almost had a steal in the backcourt. The other end, a three-pointer goes down for Eric Erb. His 4th 3 of the night. And they just do a great job of keeping the Vikings at bay, and now a steal by Erb. And Chanute has numbers. They lob it up. Layup goes down. It's a double-digit lead for Chanute at 50-40. Rhett Smith, who did not play down in Parsons, having a big night, and the Vikings just threw it away. I thought after that Chanute got that 10-point lead that Coach Houck would call a timeout, and he didn't, and now the Vikings have turned it over. 50-40, Chanute by 10, 2:44 to go in the third quarter. They've put up 20 points, Tony, in this quarter, and we still have 2:38 to go. They've knocked down 3 3-pointers, knocking down their free throws as they did in the first half. The Vikings are going to have to work very hard to get back in this thing. Great drive, but a miss by Cam Kester. Vikings need to have a strong finish to the third quarter. Jesse Jones keeps it himself, gets blocked, but he will go to the line to shoot 2, and boy, that could have been close to a technical. Sean Williams saying, hey, that was all ball.
What was crazy, Scott, is that 20 points here in the third quarter, 0 by Cam Kester.
Yeah, it's just amazing. Chanute, as a team, has played very well. Jesse gets the roll on the first free throw. Gives him 11 points, makes it 50-41 in favor of Chanute. Second free throw also good. And we have a timeout on the floor, just a 30-second variety, so we'll keep it right here. But Tony, we were hoping Chanute would cool off, but man, they keep knocking down the threes. They've got 3 of them here in the third quarter, and well, by my count, 4 out of 5 out of 6 rather, from the free throw line here in the third quarter. So if they're going to keep making threes and free throws,
It's tough to beat.
They don't have to worry about making 2-point field goals.
No kidding. Yeah, we got three Vikings in double digits. Wheat, Jones, and Kendrick. And Paxton Swanson's one that can light it up. I mean, there's several games he had 30-point games. So, I mean, we've got some scores. I mean, they're definitely doing the job. We've scored 17 in this quarter, which is a good quarter for us.
So
we had
and we're losing ground.
13, 12, and then we've got 17 with 2 minutes to play, and yeah, we're losing ground.
Boy, play has resumed very quickly. Neither team was ready. We've got a foul at the other end. I've never seen that. They've had to put the ball down at the baseline. Chanute had to run onto the floor just to get the ball in to avoid the 5-second count, but then the Vikings weren't even ready on defense, and that's why Chanute had a pretty easy time of it at the other end. They were lucky that it wasn't a layup +1, but as it is, 2 free throws coming. Oh, they're not giving him free throws? I can't believe it.
Sure looked like he was shooting.
Was that on Brownwell?
Yeah, fouls on Brownwell.
The fouls on Brownwell. I can't believe they didn't give him 2 free throws. They kick it in the corner. Williams short on the 3, and that's got to be a foul going the other way on Rhett Smith, I believe. Yeah, Rhett Smith picking up his second, I believe. Third, rather, on Smith. But the bad news for the Vikes, Chanute already in the bonus for the rest of the ball game. 16 fouls on the Vikes, 3 on Chanute. Jesse penetrates, gets it out to Brownwell. He needs help. Gets it over to Swanson. 8-point lead for Chanute. 2 minutes to go in the quarter. Down low to Brownwell, and he's fouled, and he'll go to the line, I believe, to shoot 2. Tony, if I did the math right, and I tried to do it very quickly, Chanute 50 points tonight, only 10 on 2-point field goals.
That's unbelievable.
40 points from behind the 3-point line and the free throw line.
Wow.
Usually you don't see that much disparity, but that's where Chanute has done their damage. 2 free throws coming for Brownwell, looking for his first point of the night. This is his first trip to the line. Senior puts it up. Got it. You know, the Vikings, they haven't been to the free throw line nearly as much as Chanute, but they have been knocking down their free throws when they've had the opportunity. Second free throw also good, but they have just the 1 3-pointer by Landon Wheat. Seamster checking in for Chanute, replacing Larson Kester. So, I mean, Tony, it was 50-40. The Vikes have ran off the last 4. I mean, it's only a 2-possession game, but, man, they're going to have to get some stops at the defensive end one way or another. Vikes trying to pick up with a little bit of pressure in the backcourt, but that's dangerous too because they've been calling this game very tightly. Any kind of reach in will result in free throws the rest of the way for the Blue Comets. Henson with it, finds the cutter. Kester goes up over everybody. Oh, he missed it. He hasn't been as awesome as usual.
He's missed 2 point-blank shots in the last couple of possessions.
Kendrick to Jesse Jones. They've got the big guy, Kester, on Jesse, making it harder on him to get a good look. His step-back 3 goes down. Jesse Jones got away from Kester, and this is as close as it's been the entire second half, 50-47. Chanute with the 3-point lead, and then a near steal. Who's got it? The Vikings have it. Trey Mack into the front court. Mack over to Kendrick. Vikings could actually tie the game with a 3-pointer. JJ penetrates. Nowhere to go. And it's a traveling violation. Coach Howe talking to the official. And a technical. Oh, that is very sad. That's terrible. He was clapping the effort of his player, and the official thought that he was like somehow trying to mock the official. And this gentleman has had quick technicals in the past.
Yeah, he used to tech up Mike Kroll every game.
Yeah. And that's sad. Coach Houck was just applauding the effort of J.J. Kendrick, and now that essentially wipes out a 7-0 run by the Vikes because now, a missed free throw by Cam Kester. So it'll hopefully only cost the Vikes 1 point as he knocks down the second one. He's in double digits with 10 points. All of his points, save 2, have come at the free throw line, but 51-47, Chanute by 4. And they have the basketball after the technical free throws. And back court. I look down at my scorebook, but heads up. Call by the official.
That's a makeup call, Scott. Because most of the time they're not going to call something like that.
So. Caught the ball in the front court. Oh, a long three by Jesse. Off the mark, no good. And then knocked out of bounds. Oh, I think it was knocked out by Sean Williams.
Wow.
The Parsons crowd can't believe it. It looked like Sean Williams clearly knocked it out. My goodness. 4-point lead for Chanute. They have the ball and a near steal as Williams was triple teamed. Gets it to Seamster. Out to Kester for a three. Off the mark, no good. Rebounded by Swanson. Vikes would be wise to hold for one. Jesse penetrates, gets a man in the air, and scores again. He has had a big third quarter. Believe it or not, the Vikes within two, 51-49. Vikes pick up full court, 10 seconds to go in the quarter. Seamster with it, almost lost his dribble. Henson nearly lost it, 3 seconds. Seamster will get off a floater at the buzzer, and it's no good. Good end of the third quarter for the Vikings. We go to quarter number 4 with Chanute leading at 51-49. We'll be back in just 30 seconds. You're listening to Viking basketball on V93.
Everybody is different. Some get injured, while others simply wear down. Whether it's on the court, on the field, or at the gym, Labette Health's orthopedic and sports medicine team has the training and skill to repair, restore, and renew. We share the same goal, and together we'll write your comeback story. For more information about Southeast Kansas' leading orthopedic and sports medicine team, go to LavetteHealth.com.
Well, the Parsons Vikings trailed 50-40, but they ended the quarter on a 9-1 run, and it is Chanute leading at 51-49 as we get ready for the fourth quarter. Tony, that was a good response by the Vikings, and I was really worried after that somewhat bizarre technical that was called on Anthony Houck. And now Chanute again late getting out on the floor, and then a near turnover, but Chanute able to salvage the possession. So the fourth quarter underway, and a quick whistle, and I think we have a bench warning on Chanute. I wonder if the coach was kind of getting on the officials, thinking they were kind of starting. That's 2 or 3 times now. They've just gone over and sat the ball down, which they have. I mean, that's their right, but there is a certain amount of time that's allowed between quarters.
They didn't warn Houck and gave him
and an illegal screen.
And a technical on Kester.
And Kester, sure enough, picked up the technical. That'll be a personal on Cam Kester as well. And the Vikings will have a chance to get this thing tied with a couple of technical free throws. So a technical on Cam Kester. We had a technical on Coach Houck in the third quarter for doing nothing other than applauding the effort of his players. I don't think I've ever seen that, but he was clapping close enough to the official that the official thought that the clapping, I think, was sarcastic. Jesse's free throw rolls in.
Wow.
Tony, I'm just shocked that, well, he shot that one quickly. So Vikings down by 1. They did not give the Vikings their point on the scoreboard. And now they get it late. So 51-50, Chanute by 1, and the Vikings with this possession have a chance to grab, I believe, their first lead of the entire night. Swanson hands it off to Jesse Jones. Jesse loses his dribble, gets it back, hands off to Kendrick. JJ into the paint to Cedric Webb, who's back out there with 4. That'll be his 5th. It's an offensive foul, and that's the right call.
He hooked him.
That is the right call, and he is done for the night. What a frustrating night for Cedric Webb. He never had a chance to get into this ball game. 3 fouls in the first quarter, and he ends his night with 0 points and very, very few minutes played. Wow, so a missed opportunity for the Vikings. Parsons picks up full court press. Both teams in the bonus now the rest of the way. Chanute leading 51-50, 7:23 to go in our ball game. Larson Kester being hounded by Jesse Jones. Near steal by Swanson. He is so good at anticipating passes and getting into the passing lane. Great drive by Kester and a good look for the layup. Rhett Smith puts it in. He is in double figures with 11 points. He's a guy who did not play at all down in Parsons. Back to a 3-point lead for Chanute at 53-50. 6:58 to go in our game. J.J. Kendrick with a tough drive. He scores and he's fouled.
Wow.
You know, you talked about how he's the most improved player this season, Tony. He's improving right in front of our eyes.
Yeah, he's definitely taking it to the basket and going to the line, shooting free throws. Pretty impressive.
My memory may be incorrect, but I think if he hits this free throw, it's the first time we will have been tied since the score was 0-0. Free throw, good.
You are correct.
13 points for Kendrick, and we are tied at 53 points apiece, and a timeout called by Coach Hauk. 6:51 to go in the game. We are tied at 53. We'll be back in 30 seconds. This is Viking basketball on V93.
Hey Parsons, I'm Anna. This is Raven. We're the Anna and Raven Show on V93.
The Anna and Raven Show.
Wake up with us weekdays for fun and energy in the morning. If it's happening in your life, we want to talk about it on the air.
And we love to give away cash. Every day you'll have your shot to win some with Can't Beat Raven. If you know your pop culture trivia, you can take them down. You can win that money.
Now enjoy the game. Let's go, Parsons.
Woo!
And we are back live at Chanute High School. Took these teams an extra quarter to get things decided down in Parsons. Had to play 2 overtime sessions before the Vikings escaped with a 1-point win. Chanute had a 10-point lead here in the third quarter, but
50-40, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was 50-40, and now the Vikings have outscored them 13-3 since, and we're tied at 53 points apiece as play resumes. 6:51 to go in our game. Chanute gets it into Seamster, and then, he can't pick it up. Oh, the Vikings had a missed opportunity. That could have been an easy steal for the Vikings. Williams with it. Vikings in a man-to-man. Larson Kester working on Jesse Jones. He's not going to be quick enough, I don't think, to get around Jesse. Cam Kester, a tough 17-footer, good. He hasn't been as good as usual tonight, but I'm sure crunch time, they'll want him to have the ball, and then pass went right through the hands of Landon Wheat. So a turnover on the Vikes. 55-53 is your score. Chanute by 2, 6:21 to go in our game. Vikings trying to work around a ton of foul trouble here this evening. Cam Kester working on Swanson. Erb, who had a big first quarter with 3 threes, off to Seamster. Now Williams tried to get it in, and Swanson almost had the steal, knocked it out of bounds. And Chanute will inbound from the baseline. 6:07 to go in the game. Chanute leading by 2. They have the basketball. Williams looking for a cutter to the basket. Couldn't get it in, and a near steal by Wheat. He's got to be careful. He has 4 fouls. Larson Kester on the left wing. Almost had his pocket picked. Over to Cam Kester. He goes left, and he can't score off the glass, and who's got it? Oh, my goodness. The Vikings somehow ended up with it. Great effort by the Vikes. Here comes J.J. Kendrick. Kicks it out to Jesse. He has it poked away from behind. Well, I did not see a kicked ball, but the Vikings may have caught a break.
Wow, I did not see that either.
It definitely wasn't kicked initially. It was poked away cleanly from behind. 55-53. Chanute by 2, 5:34 to go in our ball game. Swanson to throw it in from underneath the Vikings' own basket. Lobs it in to Wheat, and he's fouled on the floor, and he's going to have a 1-and-1 coming. Landon Wheat to the line. If he makes them both, we will be tied again. I say again, it'd actually be the 3rd tie of the entire night, and that includes 0-0.
Well, you said midway through the 4th quarter, if we could be even, we got a chance.
Right.
And here we are.
Wheat's front end. Got it. Both teams have just been lights out at the free throw line. Unfortunately for the Vikes, Chanute has just been up there quite a bit more tonight. Both teams taking care of business at the free throw line as Wheat gets both free throws to go. We are tied at 55 points apiece, 5.5 minutes to go in our game. Larson Kester gets it into the front court against Jones. Jesse just hounding him. Erb in the corner. They give him the baseline. He takes it, but he's cut off. Then he throws it into the backcourt. Oh, they say it was saved, but the Vikes have it anyway. Up ahead to J.J. Kendrick. Vikes looking for their first lead of the night on this trip. Jesse Jones, guarded by Williams. Jesse into the paint, cut off, out to Wheat. Over to J.J. Kendrick backs it out. Again, tied at 55, 4:50 to go in our game. Both teams in the 1-1 the rest of the way. Kendrick directing traffic, still has the ball. Jesse, I thought he was going to launch it. Looked like he had an opening. Mack with it, looking to penetrate. Hands off to Swanson. Vikings being very patient. This is actually their most patient possession of the entire night. J.J. Kendrick with it. Down to 4.5 minutes to go in our game. J.J. to Swanson. He took steps. Vikings just cannot grab the lead.
They've got to shoot the ball.
Yeah, I was a little bit surprised they passed up a couple of pretty decent looks.
They wasted 45 seconds there and got nothing.
Oh, a near steal by Jesse, and now
on
the second try, they'll get him on the reach in, and it's a foul on Jesse Jones. He's one of the few Vikings who's not in foul trouble. That is his second. But Larson Kester to the line for 1-1. He has 2 points. And guess what? Both of his points from the free throw line, 2 out of 2. And he got that one to go. (56-55), 1 point lead for the Blue Comets, 4:18 to go in our game. That one's no good. So once again, the Vikings with a chance to get their first lead of the night. They're down by 1, 4:12 to go in our game. Jesse Jones guarded by the 6'3 Kester. I think that's a pretty good move by the Chanute coach, having the 6'3 Kester on the 5'9 Jones. Kendrick wanted to make a move. Now he backs it out close to half court. Kendrick to Swanson. Hands it off to Jesse. Thought about a 3. Now he backs it back out. Again, Vikings being extremely patient. Jesse with the penetration. He gets to the rack and scores. And there it is. The Vikings with their first lead of the ball game, and it comes with 3:32 to go in quarter number 4. 57-56, Vikes by 1. Seamster over to Larson Kester. To Erb. He's going to launch. Off the mark, no good. And are they going to say over the back? Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
You know, that's a call the Vikes didn't get earlier in the game. Boy, that's a tough call.
Yeah.
J.J. Kendrick picks up his second and the team's 9th, and it'll send Seamster to the line for a 1-1. He's 3 out of 4 from the line, has 3 points, and he got it to go. Collectively, Tony, this may be the best free throw shooting I have ever seen.
Yeah,
when you consider that both teams have been knocking it down. Second one also good, and Chanute regains the lead at 58-57 with 3:18 to go in our ball game. Another timeout on the floor. I believe it's a full timeout. Let's see. Sure enough. So we'll step away for a 30-second break. You're listening to Viking Basketball on V93.
Labette Community College is meeting the need for an increased demand in qualified radiographers. Our radiography students will train on the latest technology in a hospital simulation environment.
I wanted to be able to go into a career where I could help people. And if you're going to go into that field in this part of the four-state area, LCC is the only place to come.
Tuition is nearly half the cost of universities. Scholarship and financial aid available for those who qualify. Text radiography to 620-293-6671 for more information or visit labette.edu.
Parsons just hanging around, then getting a lead late.
I show Chanute's missed 3 free throws. We've missed 2.
It's been unbelievable.
So there's only been
free throw shooting.
5 total missed, and there's been a lot shot.
58-57. Vikings down by 1. They have the basketball. Boy, they usually would have called that foul. And they're going to let the Vikings keep it. They say it went off Williams, but, man, they've been calling it so tight. I'm surprised they let that much contact go. Swanson to throw it in from the far sideline. To Kendrick. Every possession important the rest of the way. Kendrick tried to get his man in the air. He didn't bite. Wheat takes his man to the rack and scores. Landon Wheat, another much improved player for the Vikings this season. He is up to 17 points tonight, and the Vikings lead 59-58. 2:40 to go in the game. Larson Kester cut off. Now he shoots. Can't get it. And who's got the loose ball? It's going to go over to the Vikes. This 1-point lead matches the Vikes' biggest lead of the entire game.
Wow. And we got a chance to add to it here.
2:35 to go in our ball game. Vikes lead at 59-58. Jones into the front court, guarded by Williams. Swanson thought about a 3. Right now he's got Cam Kester on him. Down low to Wheat. And he was fouled on his way up. And he's going to go to the line to shoot 2.
Both teams will be in double bonus after this as well.
That's right, 9 fouls apiece. So the fouls have evened up after it's kind of lopsided earlier in the half. He got it to go.
Man,
one more coming.
Quick too.
That foul, I believe, was on Seamster, his second. One more free throw coming for Wheat. The Vikings enjoying their biggest lead of the night, although it's only 2 points. Landon Wheat with one more. Got it to go. 61-58. Vikes by 3. 2:15 to go in our ball game. Larson Kester. Jones has been very close to picking his pocket all night. Again, don't want to commit any fouls. That'll put Chanute on the line to shoot 2. This time Kester gets around him. Williams almost lost it out of bounds. Now he throws it away. The Vikes have it. It is a 3-point lead for the Vikes, and they have the ball with 1:50 to go in our basketball game. They kick it in the corner to Mack, and a timeout called.
Wow.
By Coach Houck. If he has a full, he wants it. And sure enough, it's going to be a full timeout for the Vikes. Parsons leads by 3. We'll be back in 30 seconds. This is Viking basketball on V93.
Everybody is different. Some get injured, while others simply wear down. Whether it's on the court, on the field, or at the gym, Labette Health's orthopedic and sports medicine team has the training and skill to repair, restore, and renew. We share the same goal, and together we'll write your comeback story. For more information about Southeast Kansas' leading orthopedic and sports medicine team, go to labettehealth.com.
Parsons Vikings, minute 48 away from a comeback victory, but still a long ways to go. The Vikes trailed by double digits back in the third quarter. I tried to do a quick count during the commercial break. I think the Vikes are 15 out of 18 from the free throw line tonight, and yet they've actually been outshot just a little bit, I think, at the free throw line by Chanute. It's very, very close percentage-wise.
There's been 39 total free throws.
Man.
So 21 by Chanute, 18 by us, and we're 34 of 39 combined.
Off the inbound play, a foul, and Landon Wheat back to the line to shoot 2. No doubt what Coach Houck wanted on that one. He wanted Landon Wheat to post up.
That looked clean.
I think there may have been some contact with the body, but we'll have to look at it. We'll have to review that one. A couple of free throws coming for Wheat. And that time he can't get the roll.
That would have been nice to have that one.
If he makes this one, it'll still be a 2-possession game. That was Seamster's third personal. Wheat's second free throw is good. 62-58. Vikes with their biggest lead of the night. Minute 44 to go. Near steal in the backcourt. Seamster with it. Goes to the rack. Can't score. Gets it back and does put it in. His first field goal of the night. Vikings quickly at the other end. Reverse layup, no good. Missed by Mack. So 62-60, just a 2-point game. Up ahead to Kester. He gets around everybody and scores with the left hand. He says he got fouled, no call. So a quick 4 points by Chanute to tie this game at 62. JJ into the paint, got hacked. Oh, and they're going to call a jump ball. Who gets the ball? I believe the Vikings.
Wow.
Man.
That's tough.
Minute 9 to go in the game. We are tied at 62 points apiece. Timeout called by Chanute. And we'll keep it right here at the gym. So that was tough, Tony. The Vikings had their biggest lead at 62-58. And then Seamster had a miss but got it back and scored. And then Trey Mack running the floor, did everything right, but I think it was a reverse layup that just would not fall in. And then at the other end, the Vikings may have caught a break because Kester scored, and going by his reaction, he got hit on the arm as well. But, man, just, I mean.
That quick it can change.
It's just amazing, though, how even these teams are.
Yeah, both matchups this year have been great games. It's just been good to watch. Good basketball.
I mean, they've essentially played against each other 71 minutes, and they're separated by 1 point total.
That's crazy.
1 point win for the Vikings in double overtime and tied here. Vikings to inbound it, get it in to Mack, gives it off to Kendrick, tied at 62, just over a minute to play. Swanson with it. Swanson wants to drive, and he is fouled. And he'll have 2 free throws. Did they get Cam Kester?
It looks like it.
And that is his fourth.
Well, it looked like he was waiting for some kind of response from Kester. Did you see him eyeing him down?
Yes, I did. And the free throw no good by Swanson. That was his first trip to the line. He's been quiet offensively tonight, only 4 points. Hasn't scored here in the second half.
Not had a very good game.
Second one goes down, so it's a 1 point lead for the Vikes, 63-62 with 1 minute to play. Larson Kester working against Jesse Jones. Both teams in the double bonus. Kester to Williams. He's guarded by Mack. Larson Kester with the drive, and he can't get it to go, and the Vikings have the ball. Swanson gets it into the front court. How patient do the Vikings want to be? A quick foul.
Wow.
Talk about extending the game. Only 30 seconds left, but I thought Chanute might wait 5 to 10 more seconds before they fouled, but Swanson did miss one just moments ago, but no matter what happens here, it'll only be a 1-possession game. First one for Swanson is good. 64-62. And we know Chanute, an outstanding 3-point shooting team, as they displayed that big time in the first half. That's too hard off the glass, or rather off the back iron, and run down by Chanute. It's just a 2-point lead for the Vikes, 64-62, and another timeout by the Blue Comets. 25 seconds to go in our game. I think it's a full timeout, but we'll still keep it here at the gymnasium. Tony, wow, a couple of missed free throws there by Swanson, but man, you know, the Vikes, after being down 50-40 to find themselves leading by 2 with 25 seconds, you can't complain too much.
They basically doubled them up since that point, 24-12.
Yeah, so that's great. And you know, Swanson usually a good free throw shooter, just 2 out of 4 here in the fourth quarter. But man, all in all, we've talked about it all night. Both teams just lights out. Nobody's going to look back at this game and say, "Wow, I wish we had shot free throws better."
No, both teams shot real well from the free throw line. Parsons still only hit a couple of threes. Actually, Jesse Jones had one, and Landon Wheat had one. So
yeah, if they can get out of here with a win, only knocking down a couple of threes after Chanute was on fire in the first half.
And making all those free throws in the
man,
first
they
half.
have scored a lot of points from the free throw line. So I'm assuming that Chanute is going to be looking for a cutter to the basket. If they get a wide open three, I'm sure they'll be more than happy to launch it. But they are so good at getting guys freed up, cutting to the basket.
It on the floor again.
Once again. So here we go. Herb having trouble getting it in, gets it into Kester. Here we go. It's a 2-point lead for the Vikes. Just 20 seconds to go in our game. Williams with it, guarded by Mack. Vikings in a man-to-man. Down to 13 seconds. You know they want Kester to get it. He fakes the three. 8 seconds. Kester goes baseline. Oh, are you kidding me?
What?
That was a phantom foul. It was either on Swanson or Wheat, and now, wow.
That's unbelievable.
He clearly was letting him go because he didn't want to commit the foul. He picks up his first personal, and now the last guy you want at the line, Cam Kester, to shoot 2. His first one is good. Vikes have to be ready to box out in case of a miss. We have a timeout called by Coach Hout.
Wow.
And yeah, I'm mystified by that last call. Tony,
yeah.
I don't.
We're a long ways from it.
We are. I don't know if there was a reach in, but it looked to me like essentially Swanson just kind of, gave the, like he just like the Red Sea parted or something, just said, here, you know what, you can have the baseline.
Yeah, and
I'm not going to foul you.
And I think Landon Wheat was only going to go for a block if it was going to be clean, so.
So let's give you the reset here. 64-63, Vikings lead by 1. 7.3 seconds to go. Cam Kester of Chanute, who has 15 points on the night, will be coming out of this timeout with 1 free throw. So the Vikings have to be ready to box out in case of a miss. And if he does make it, Tony, I push the floor and I attack the basket. The way they've been calling it tonight,
they'll call a foul.
Any kind of bump should result in a couple of free throws for the Vikings.
If I was Jesse, I'd get the ball and I would just go straight to the straight to the rim, because he can get down the floor
in a heartbeat.
7 seconds or less, no matter what.
64-63, Vikes by 1. Kester of Chanute back out at the free throw line, trying to tie this game with 7 seconds to go. He puts it up. He missed it, and the Vikes have it. Landon Wheat has it, and he's fouled with 4 seconds to go.
Wow.
So the timeout strategy by Coach Hout pays off. Seamster, I thought, was going to have the offensive board, and somehow Landon Wheat ended up with it, but this game is far from over, because no matter what Landon does here, it's going to be a one-possession game. 64-63, Vikings lead by 1. 4 seconds left. Landon Wheat with 2 free throws. The sophomore steps up to the line and got it. Smooth-looking stroke. And a timeout called now by Chanute. I think everybody should be about out of timeouts by now. But, Tony, I think at this point, the Vikings are not a tremendous rebounding team, but Chanute is so good from the three-point line, even though they only have 4 seconds to work with. I think if Landon knocks this one down to give the Vikings a 3-point lead, I think the Vikings go ahead and foul in the backcourt to put Chanute to the line to shoot a couple of free throws to keep. That way they cannot tie it and send it to overtime with a three-pointer. Yeah, you always risk an offensive rebound and a putback at the buzzer. That's just kind of the risk you take, but I'd rather see them having to throw up a miss on purpose at the free throw line and just hope for an offensive rebound.
Yeah, I remember KU winning a national championship by Memphis not fouling them, and Mario Chalmers hitting a 3 to tie it, and then they went to
big
overtime.
3, and we all know how that played out.
Yep.
Landon Wheat with 1 more free throw, trying to give the Vikes a 3-point lead. Just 4 seconds to go. It's on the way. It's good. 3-point lead for the Vikes. Herb to throw it in for Chanute. They're down by 3. They get it into Kester. The Vikes, they're not going to foul him. He gets it off. And it's no good. He thought he got fouled, but this ball game is over. The Vikings come from behind, and they knock off Chanute in Chanute by a final score of 66-63. We'll be back with the Bowen Pharmacy postgame show in 3 minutes. You're listening to Viking